The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silent, not praised. No expenditure is questioned. No rumor is printed. No secret is revealed.
Tragedies we have to face. I lost some friends that I didn't want to. I lost some stars, my heart bleeds red, white, and blue. I've been in and out of the fire, battling for you. Oh, bleeding on American soul. I bleed American gold on this American soul. We pay for the price it costs. I bleed this American gold. I cry for the ones I lost. I pray for the ones that don't. I'm bleeding on American soul. I'm bleeding this American gold.
What up, what up? Let's turn up. Happy 4th of July.
Turboline watcher, PG Lane collar, 911 slider. Look at my garages, synced up, get the genie at the bottle and point at any model. Go sting, fuck it up, go sting, fuck it up, go sting, that's what's up, go sting, I'm in love. Hey boo boo, too much complexity to learn me from Google. My mama told me that the money outgrew you. My horoscope said I'm really on my noodle. I'm troubling, I'm puzzling, it's a ducal. Say B, yes America got a problem. Geeked up, choosy love, but I chose violence. Universal, please don't play possum. I'm a businessman, doing as follows.
Truthfully, I be lying in my rap song, cause I always felt a mission, I slap on me. His career didn't come with no life insurance. Hope his day one fans got some facts on him. I'm an honorary beehive, let's see why. Them diamonds don't be fly, they all CGI. You better get it off your chest like breath reduction. If she stress over you, she stress for nothing.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Even AI gotta practice cloning Kendrick. The double entendre, the encore remnants.
I bop like 10 men, the ops need 10 men. Billboard, they know at the hole, rightfully so. Simmer down, I go.
You know I got that
deep for me. Real love is deep for me. I'ma make you go weak for me. Make you wait a whole week for me. I see you watching, feeling. I know you want it, scheming. I know you need it, drug lord. You want it all, you don't. I know you need love. I need some too. Do you want this like it wants you? Now that booty gon' do what it wants to. Can't hit it one time, multiple. Know you see these red racks on me. Now come and get high. 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap, put it on the map. Then we right back. Call me when you wanna get high. 20 man Montana with the racks. I be P on my bag, double G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. I'm bad. When you wanna get you can't get no higher than this. No. Cause love don't get no higher than this. No. Grind. Boy, you know I grind. When I pull up to change your mind. You're mine. When I step on the scene, man. Can't wait to back it up. Your ex still a dope, but it ain't crack enough. I'm supplying my man, I'm in demand. Soon as I land, just know I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar, this kind of love, big business, whole slab. But you can't get no higher than this. No, cause love don't get no higher than this. No. Grind, boy, you know I grind. When I pull up to change your mind. You're mine. When I step on the scene, man. Can't wait to back it up. Your ex still a dope, but it ain't crack enough. I'm supplying my man, I'm in demand. Soon as I land, just know I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar, this kind of love, big business, whole slab I kill for. Know that booty gon' do what it want to. Can't hit it one time, multiple. Know you see these red racks on me. Now come and get high. 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Hit it with the rap, put it on the map. Then we right back. Call me when you wanna get high. 20 man Montana with the racks. I be key on my bag, double G's on my dash. Nigga, I'm bad. I'm bad when you wanna get high.
Hey, who big dog in this bitch? Happy 4th of July. Turn up.
Don't worry what people say. We know the truth. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Enough is enough of this garbage. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. This man better cease
Happy 4th of July. Skinhead, deadhead, everybody go.
they're not the real king of Clubhouse. They done outdone y'all all. See how they go? So great.
Happy 4th of July, y'all. Turn up, turn up.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?
What up, everybody in the building, man? Shout out to y'all. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel as soon as you get up in here.
Yes, indeed. It's your boy, Denot. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. You know, usually this is the day that families get together for a picnic and pop fireworks. You know, I'm from the hood in Florida, and, you know, 4th of July was the perfect day for them niggas to blast off them fucking blickies and give them time to get rid of the bodies that they done dropped because everybody thought the gunshot was an actual firework. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's the actual goddamn truth in my neighborhood. Hopefully it's not the same with you, okay? Barbecue, picnic, Super Bowl. These are the things that may remind you of America, I guess. Where do black people fit in? I have absolutely no clue. Black Americans, that is. Okay, we know every other group of black people are sent to disenfranchise us. Even Hispanics. The Supreme Court so goddamn racist, they struck down the Voting Rights Act, something beneficial to black people and putting them in power positions. But then at the same time, they struck down the birthright citizenship, knowing that Hispanics born in America disenfranchise black people. You know, so I say to each and every person to take pride in who you are and what you got. Love it, appreciate it, grind hard, and stay true to it, you know. Stay goddamn true to it. Today, on July 4th, I understand it's 250 years of independence in America and everything and shit. But, you know, they still won't tell you it was a nigga that was like, the British is coming, the British is coming. Had niggas on the front line yelling the British was coming, but don't write them in history. It's kind of like the forced draft that's finna happen in December 2026 in America. They want niggas to be at the front line in Iran with all them goddamn mountains that blow up and get killed first. Talk about 250 years. Ain't shit changing this goddamn country. Celebrate and love the skin that you in, honestly. The only thing, you know, we're going towards a place in time to where even a lot of rules and regulations like Terry versus Ohio, a 1960s case that started to stop and frisk. White people, Hispanic people, they don't care until it starts affecting their own community. At this point in time, when we think about, or when I think about racism, I think about systems and institutions and people that work and live to uphold those systems and institutions, not just people, because at the end of the day, none of us really are free. We're in a big ass prison called America. Okay, and if you violate the elite's rule or whatever status quo to keep a trillionaire and try to stop a trillionaire from being a trillionaire, it don't matter the process. I just totally feel like the people should definitely celebrate the people. And let's look at America as a people opposed to a government and a system. Maybe it'll become that melting pot that it's so claimed to be. I mean, at least Brazil's a melting pot, right? United until we fall. Divided, black people have always been divided and not included in America. You know, so we're definitely going to get into politics. We're going to get into the mess, some personal drama, all of that stuff, okay? What's up, Aunt Deb? What's up, Jessica Bush? Okay, what's up, Lachey? What's up, everybody in the building? What's up to the new people, all the new people in the building, the new people that want to come out the chat and hit links to try to gaslight your boy and shit. You know, I was accused of being a woman hater, said that I hate black women. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get into a little bit of that right now, real quick.
All right, baby.
All right, Nikia. Hey, Nolan, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Nikia, can you go on mute really quick? Because you got a noise. But yes, go ahead. Go ahead. No, oh, she's gone. Okay, thank you, Nikia, for coming up. But yes, go ahead.
Today's your birthday. You said something about your birthday.
Yes, it's my birthday all month long. Cancer, big cancer energy.
Today or yesterday was your birthday? Which one?
It don't matter. Why?
I was just asking. I mean, I'm just like, is this your birthday? Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was 2 days ago, but we celebrate all month long.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday to you then. How old are you?
Thank you. Why? Why are you asking me? How old are you?
Okay, we can do this. We can play the same game.
Yeah, how old are you?
If you can't tell me how old you are, I can't tell you how old I am.
So why ask the question?
There we go. So I'm just gonna drop that. But anyway,
Is this how black women flirt or approach conversations? Because I know if I met a strange white woman, she would never approach me that way. She would act unfamiliar. You don't know this person. I'm getting to know this person instead of being so comfortable and whatever. I mean, I was like, okay, maybe she got a strong personality, but let's continue.
you asked me to come up here, and I don't understand why.
Well, I asked you to come up here because you wrote a long essay in my chat talking
It
about.
wasn't an essay. That's funny. That's cute, but it was.
It was an essay. It was an
It wasn't.
essay.
It wasn't. Okay, do you have a problem with that so-called essay?
Oh, let me see. Let me read it. You said you would
Ask me.
you would never be anyone the best woman would want because we grew up knowing men who call women bitches are too left to their voices. LOL, you're a character, but we grew
Vices.
up different.
To be
Huh?
left. I missed out the B, but to be left to their vices, if you know what
Oh,
that means.
vices. Yeah, yes. I don't know. I guess I said it says vices, but for some reason I said voices just to make up for that grammatical error. But
I
yeah,
said vices if you know what that means. Like, lady, already, like, I'm not saying it, but in the back of my head, I know men. Lady, like, you're the type that has to be single. You will stay single. No matter how pretty you think you are when you're a whole fucking picture and nobody know what you're looking at. None of that shit. Like, look how you play with people. Look how you invade people's privacy and try to start conflict out of nowhere. This is why a lot of y'all are single and fucking miserable. You can't even buy niggas these days.
to be left to their vices. LL, you're a character, but we grew up different. My male relatives would never. So
What
how did you grow up?
that?
I mean, like a black man and black people are not a monolith.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
got.
what you seem to. That's I. If you don't, I don't know if you're gaslighting me or what, but that is really how you come off, as if that's what you feel like we are, as if every black woman is the same and every black man is the same, or for a fact that every black woman is the same or every black man is the same, and it's just funny to me.
Those are not my sentiments.
But that's how your commentary is like that. I look at it like it's entertainment only, because I've seen you go from ups, highs, and downs and lows, and a lot of it was funny and some of it was serious, and it was just you. I really didn't internalize that because I don't know you at all. You're just a character online, on YouTube.
I love that. Everybody, I'm a character on YouTube. You don't know me at all. You don't want to know me. If you see me in real life, I'd be offended that you came up because you knew me on YouTube. Because when I log off, I log off. This is a character. This is my opinion. This is speaking out loud. Typically shit that I probably won't say in real life because of my friend group and how political I can be and how opinionated I can be. So yeah, I am a character online. Okay, you guys pay into, and support the character to keep going online because y'all interested in the storylines, good, bad, or indifferent. But now, like, okay, now you're trying to. What are you trying to do? Like, me personally, I'm disgusted. I feel like from within a couple of within the first minute, I wanted to drop her and not have a conversation with her. But I can't be going around like I'm that person that just abuse and violate people and don't want to talk to people, antisocial, and don't give them a chance. So I was like, let me not do that, because if I drop her or mute her, she's going to use that. She's going to gaslight the conversation. So it became a game of who can make who look like a fucking fool at this point.
As far as I'm concerned, but because I the first time I ever known of you was from the whole Jaguar Wright thing. Everybody, she had the whole internet popping, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because she was literally.
Oh, you've been around for a while. You've been here, so you seen everything. You know everything.
I didn't see everything. No, don't get me wrong. I didn't see it. I wish I seen everything, but I didn't. I have to work just like a regular person, But
right.
Jaguar was very interesting.
We don't know who you are. I think you're lying. You just see it. You see my highs, lows, ups and downs, and Jaguar. And I haven't talked about Jaguar and built since 2023. Motherfucker, it's 2026. You've been watching the whole time in the bush, just not coming out of a chat, just spying. I'll probably sit over here by somebody to cause havoc, to try to gaslight me, for me to call you all kind of NBs so that they can use that clip as content to go around to perpetuate this narrative for why people should hate me in 2026. I seen it clear as day, and I didn't give you that, babe.
Interesting, because we all thought, we was rooting for her because we thought we didn't know.
Wait, who is we was rooting for?
What's that?
Who is we?
I just thought that everyone at first did, because from what from what I get from you, or from what you have said, is that you tried to help her, because you thought she was certain, she was being taken advantage of and all that stuff, and she was not really crazy, or maybe she was, or she was on some kind of narcotics, whatever. I don't know, but her story, she's always been an interesting person, because every somebody is their actual character, no matter how crazy.
Ladies, please, just. I understand women know women, and I'm not telling none of my supporters in the chat or all the women that seen you do this. I'm not convincing them that you are this. They're stating their opinion about you because you're a woman, and that's other women judging you. God forbid you would have said any of this when Nakia or any other woman was on my platform, because they would have been able to call you out. You're coming over here and these women love me, appreciate me. I'm their king of content, and they see you attacking me and using your woman card and trying to gaslight me so that I can get off of my throne and throw tomatoes at this motherfucking peasants. No, I'm going to let the people that support me throw more tomatoes at the stream. You got to come to Twitch to do it.
Crazy, or matter how, entertaining they are, if that is their true self, it is always respected. Honestly, it's always like looked at like, I hope they get better. I hope they, get some help to change into a better person, because every day we're on this earth, that's what, I feel like we could do. Doesn't matter how old you are.
That is a Fendi fact. Absolutely. And I totally 100% agree with that. I do. And yeah, no, I am a character online. I like doing improv. I put together dockets, and like you say, I say this every no, you probably just don't understand my flow of content.
Hold on, not y'all hate this bitch so much. Y'all done turned it up. And y'all done turned me up. Bitch, who you playing with? Kiss his ass. I'm gonna be like Elvis Presley on you hoes. You ugly ass, moose mouth ass bitch. Gon' play with a real nigga like me. Name 5 bills. Moose mouth, bunch of junk. Bitch, this hoe throwing herself off a bridge, y'all. Hey, they can't even do this cause they ain't technical savvy. Niggas got fake ass YouTube play button. Can't even do this. This ugly ass off of my screen, but let's go back. Yeah, oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I guess she gonna say y'all hate black women because y'all only support black men when they dragging them. I ain't dragging you just yet, not yet, bitch.
I hear you say, it's like, I think that you don't know that you do have a habit of it, because sometimes the people, we all know nobody's perfect, but you always, I was like, when the thing doesn't have anything to do with black women as a collective, you always seem to say black women this, black women that. And it's not that, even like, I remember, since this is another thing I remember, when you had that problem with, I'm not going to say anybody, content creator, but I think it was one of the content creators, whatever. Anyway, it was some court case y'all had, and I was back and forth because
so you went from JAG 2023 to a court case that in 2026 you've been watching the whole time for years, looking for your moment to come up. And ain't nobody never picked you or told you that you was pretty, and you damn sure ain't never get your motherfucking flowers in real life. So I guess this was you shooting your shot. And at this point, I already told you, no, you're not likable, you're not presentable, you're not none of this shit. You sound worse than Melanie Jones, bitch. Where your Tim's at? You won't get no Tim's and no motherfucking strap on for this over here. Go play with niggas like JR in a wheelchair, bitch. You already came at me wrong. I need to go ahead and do For a Love or the Not. I need to go ahead and do y'all that favor to teach some of you lonely, miserable ass bitches how to catch a nigga like me.
Said I have a 9 to 5 like everybody else, like most people. So I can't catch everything. But long story short, you went and literally looked at, okay, this is a black woman that was representing a guy that I am against. We're just like kind of enemies at this point. And instead of her being able to just do her job, because we are needed in many factions of life, because we know that white supremacy is serious. It's very, very
right. Ma'am, and I've said, she's going to run on with this monologue, but just to shorten it up, she's talking about Jasmine Mine, who is a licensed attorney in California that represented somebody in a case that I had against them. And she's also referencing the fact that I can't bring up the photo, drugged the fuck out of Jasmine and trying to act like I did it because she's a black woman and I just randomly attacked her, like Jasmine didn't do nothing to deserve that. And then on top of that, she's saying these sentiments like, because we're black women and we're needed in these industries and white supremacists. Ma'am, I have said it time and time again on my platform. No matter if you're a black woman or a black man, black people working within a system of white supremacy is the worst fucking thing in America because they're fucking coons. I've said that before a court case. I have said that after a court case. Those are my sentiments. Had I known that I was going to be faced with a black judge, I would have peremptory challenged her and got her off of my motherfucking case. Black judges are the worst judges. Okay, they feel like every black person is dumb, the same way white people do, and that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do and don't be challenged based upon it. I hate black people that's working within a system of white supremacy because they perpetuated the most. You know, I had no hope in doing business as a producer or even acting in projects because so many black women was in these DEI incentive programs at all of these networks and these studios, and they're like bees. They talk and they cancel you out and shit like that. You should not be having a position. A race is not never a form of promotion. Why do you think black-owned businesses on that premise alone fail? Because don't nobody give a fuck if you black. Do you got the product or not? That's it. Is your product better or no? I'm going to go where the better product is. If I have to pay a little bit more, then that's what it is. Who the fuck black owned? Like when I say black owned, I care about that. The small businesses, the plumbing companies, the lawnmowers, the small businesses. But when you're out there competing with the bigger brands, nobody care about black owned unless you're a small business. I want to make that very clear. I will go to a black-owned bakery before I go to the grocery store. But if you're a black-owned company and you've positioned yourself to be, race is not a form of promotion. And if you're black competing for a position in a white supremacy institution, you know, by way of you carrying on racist sentiments will keep you there opposed to you actually getting promoted. The judge in Carmelo Anthony case granting him a bond is a rarity. They thought that judge was going to be racist and do their bidding in Collins County. But in this particular situation, you got a judge and an attorney who happen to be black that are not following the rules of court. And then on top of that, I know because they're black women and they're choosing to do what the fuck ever that they want to do because they think that I'm a dumb black man, that this is why they're acting that way. They would have never treated somebody white that way. They thought that I was a dumb nigga that they can fuck with. Okay? And these people attack me. Jasmine Mine went into the court and she went to communicate and be friends with the judge that I had in a case, a white lady named Rebecca Peck or something like that. She's a judge. That lady wrote a minute order, which is black and white for any court to see, any judicial commissioner to see, as well as any attorney bar association needs to see. She wrote that lady and communicated and sent video. That's ex parte. That's illegal. She can lose her licenses for that. And she's been scared that I was going to report her. Well, baby, you got to learn how to bargain. You know, you went into a kangaroo court with your friend Jasmine Mine, the judge, Hancock, who sat up there on an LA radio show and premised on race and said she should be elected as judge because she's a black woman and she need to be in the community when everybody know, at least the real ones, a black judge, no, don't do this shit. They're the worst ones for you. They will get you caught the fuck up. Because they're there to please the white people because they care about the relationships they have with them more than the client or more than the other black person whose life might be affected by the bullshit that you do. So I don't trust black lawyers that are against me. I don't trust black judges that are motherfucking against me. I peremptory challenge them and get them off of my fucking case. I even did this with a nigga at the LAX courthouse named Cooper, a black man. Said the same thing about him and went to the white judge. And the case is peacefully resolved. So I can't say the same thing because they're a black woman. It sounds like you're using race tropes and feminism to exercise your right against me. When I'm the type of nigga to where you fuck with me and you do something in violation of your rules and your regulations, because you're a black person, I'm gonna gleefully get the fuck rid of you. Okay, so don't sit up here acting like I attacked Jasmine Mind and drug her with a nasty ass for taking a picture up underneath her 888 lawyer billboard, bent over in some motherfucking tights, looking like she was ready to sell some twat on Figueroa. And when I report her to the Bar Association, and thank you for reminding me, I'm going to make sure they have that picture too. So I can come out here and drag her for motherfucking filth, which was funny and entertaining to my audience because they know what she did and they was here. They didn't come in the middle of me dragging her. They knew what she did to me and they knew that was wrong. That's why these black women over here didn't mind me dragging her. If I drag and disrespect a black woman, a black person, or anybody for no fucking reason, my audience will let me know. You're coming in the middle of some shit and using race tropes. And now because you didn't open your motherfucking mouth, rather you connected to Jasmine Mind or not, you've convinced me to exercise my grievance, bitch. Because see, I'm angry. I'm angry. And acceptance is the first thing that you have to do. I'm very angry. But just like James Baldwin Knight said, to be conscious in America is to be in a constant state of rage. So it ain't a problem of being angry. Anger management classes will tell you that. I have what's called the righteous anger. And the fact that you just played with me and I can't hit you, I can't touch you, I can't do anything, I can't silence you. The fact that you just try to irritate me, I'm going to take my frustration and anger out on Jasmine Mind, the bitch that you came out here to windmill for playing with me, and report her to the Bar Association. And I'm going to politely drag the fuck out of her in that motherfucking report to see if you like my lingo and realize that I can cuss a bitch out intellectually to their own bosses too. But here it go.
It's not nothing to play with, even though, you know, a lot of people like to mix and mingle with them. And I'm talking about as far as genetic wise, you know, it's not going to get them to want to relinquish their power and their control that they have over society. It's not going to, no matter how much you F with them, it's just not going to happen because, you know, there's proof that they were actually teaching white women in classes. And one is the film they used to have was called Rabbit Proof Fence. And they used to have the white women in the classes and they would teach
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do you one even nasty. When I write that report to the American Bar Association, I'm gonna tell them this is what you were saying as to why her behavior should be justified and excused, and how the general public who support Jasmine Mind says that black women taught white women how to bathe and therefore they're superior and should not be held accountable to the same standards. You just made it worse for Jasmine, bitch. See, that's what I'm gonna do because I'm angry at you and her, and this is how I'm gonna take it out.
Them how if they you know mate with these nappy hair matter of fact the Indians were actually nappy hair dark-skinned people. The Native Americans in this country, but let's
hold on. No, I get it. I get where you're going. Okay, can you land it because I do want to respond to
so literally they were teaching them that if in 2 generations there'll be no black in them anymore. So what I was just saying is that no matter how much we think that it's not gonna, you know what I mean, we're gonna keep mixing with them and suddenly they're not gonna have any power no more because they're gonna love us so much, it's not gonna happen. But my point was that from all of this, you, in my opinion, don't seem to, you know, you have your own issues. But I just, you know, when I hear certain things that you say, it'll tune me out because I grew up differently. And I don't, you know, me and you would just, we just not, you know, in real life, I probably would not, you know, we just wouldn't be, you know, like the type of people that would be friends. Because, you know, I had a different experience.
And the only thing I said was, okay, the whole time you're annoying, you're aggravating, you're pushing me, you're like, I want you to know that before you say, we wouldn't be communicating in real life, within the first minute of you being on my platform, I wanted you gone. I wanted to get away from here. But see, I showed restraint and I led by example because, see, that's very different than allowing you to just talk and let my audience determine and decide what type of temperament you came with and what the fuck you said. See, that's why I'm the right person to do Messy Monday because, see, I don't play with narratives, fake ass information, and I let shit be what shit is. And I'm unbiased. So as an unbiased person, I was like letting her talk and letting her try to railroad me and put all these hypothetical conclusions against me because, God forbid, I call her NB. Regardless of what I'm saying, what are they going to do? Make a video and say, see, right here, this is what he was really thinking about. But doesn't that not show maturity because I actually exercise restraint, robot?
It's from the type of men that you are, you know, like my uncles, they can't call women bitches. You know, they have to be like by themselves doing something. Because I'm telling you right now, the first time I was called a bitch by some guy trying to talk to me, I was like, I don't know, I was like 15 or something. And he was like, well, go ahead with bitch. And my uncles and it was coming around the corner. And I just walked away because it was by a pool hall. And I was going into a pool hall. But the guy was like, he made me feel bad because I'm like, well, I didn't want to talk to him, but he called me a bitch. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm young, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So my uncle looked at me and he was like, you know, because he came around the corner with his friends and he was like, what's wrong with you? What happened? And I said, no, it's nothing happened, whatever. He was like, tell me what's wrong. You know, he was very demanding. So I'm like, no, because you know, this guy's calling me a bitch, and I don't understand. You know what I mean? What he do that for? I was, you know, I just said hi to him. He said hi. I waved, but he's trying to get me to stop to talk to him. And he was like, what? And so he just looked down the block or whatever, and you could clearly see the pool hall and a guy standing outside there. He said, that guy? I said, please, Uncle Todd, do not, please. And he was like, no, that's not happening. So him and his friends walked down the block, and this is what I experienced when I'm trying to, like, they checked him. The man apologized to me. As soon as I came back down the block, he apologized to me. And it was just crazy because I was like, I was realized that, you know, you just do not let any man call you out of your name. But wind up, this guy was a nice guy. He was a cool guy, but he was raised differently. And he was around women that accepted that. And I honestly see the women that are attached to you that you're able to manipulate. And I'm not saying.
Hold on. Give me. This is because.
Wait, what woman am I able to manipulate? The women that are attached to me. Like, hold on. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, Jessica Bush is on the screen with a 999 chat. First of all, don't you know that I got enough sense that if I ever conceptualize or think about telling Jessica Bush, a Jessica 894 something that's gonna control her or change her mind or bully her, that she's out of this motherfucker? See, I love independent, grown ass people that's sophisticated. As a man, I know not to even play that with Jessica. So, and she's sitting me $9.99 right there when you were saying this shit on the video. Like, I would lose Jessica forever if I ever try to convince her of anything other than what the fuck she already believed, or if she's not asking me for knowledge. But if I'm literally like, you better pick my side against another woman, you better pick my side against another content creator, what the fuck are you talking about? And shout out to shout out to you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Shout out to at Chai 2507 for the $100 super. Thank you. Happy birthday. And many more than I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm glad somebody is sending, you know, some type of support here publicly. And you don't know. Yeah, don't. She pays me $1 for my birthday. She said $200 for my birthday. I thank you. Lord knows I thank you for the $100 super that you just said. Lord have mercy. I ain't have to get negative in bit. None of that. Thank you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support and for the well birthday. We celebrate my birthday all month, which means that y'all got 30 days to give me $1 or $2. It ain't no way in fucking hell I'm getting 2,000-3,000 views consecutively, and it's the same 2,000-3,000 people, and I ain't get at least $1 from every single one of y'all. Y'all got me fucked up over here. But thank you for the $100. Please go ahead and make she did it. It's make them both mad. But anyway, back to this thirsty ass bitch.
Hold on. 1 second. I've let you talk a while, and I want.
But you're interrupting me when you don't like to hear what you
No.
feel like.
It's not.
You know,
No. Hold on. It's not that.
I knew you were gonna do anyway. But
sweetheart. It's not that. It's you're making so many valid points, and I don't want to forget
I'm gonna mute my mic
them.
so you can talk. Okay.
She don't understand how vibrational I am. Don't you know it's deliberate for me to say you're making so many valid points, and I want to get to them, and you're over talking me. See, I had an epiphany. See, y'all don't know, I've been on a spiritual journey. I was walking on the beach on my birthday and I had an epiphany. And that epiphany told me, you know, maybe it was an anger management class too, because I did one before I went on the beach and walked for my birthday, before I went to Sugarloaf Mountain, and then before I had a good time, and then before I had to come home and get a sleep and go back out with the same people, have a good time anymore. But I had an epiphany. And, you know, y'all know Brazil look like heaven, okay? Bitch, you read about Jesus on the mountaintop. They got Chrisea over there, and then they got the beaches with the waves and the mountains that you can see. Like, Brazil looks like heaven on earth. I promise you it do. So I was walking, and I had an epiphany. An epiphany was like, Denai, there is no problem with you being real, but being real does not exempt you from having to play the game called life or the games that are thrown at you. Why do you think I've been hopping on channels and playing the game? And why do you think I'm so neutral? Because I understand the game. And I said that I growing up all my life, I was like, I'm not going to play this. I don't feel like doing this. I'm too real. All the real people are broke and homeless on Skid Row, and they got a motherfucking thing to their name. Thank God I'm going to live a long time. I had an epiphany. And that epiphany was like, Denat, you can stay real. Just play the game and put your realness in the game. Just like white racist people put their racism in company policy, put your realness in the game. So ain't a motherfucking post, ain't no goddamn video. And I realized that I've been playing the game the whole time and I've been fucking winning. The only thing that was getting the best of me was my emotions. And me isolating myself from these people playing. They're laughing. They're kikiing. They like to play the game. They want to play the game with me. And me rejecting and refusing, it don't stop the games from being played. So why not take the game like it's a fucking bull and by the horn and control? What are you talking about? So, girl, when I told you that every point that you was making was valid, it just made me look more controlled, centered, articulated. And now you have victimized me. Jessica Bush probably wouldn't have sent me that $9.99 if you ain't victimized me in that point. I mean, even though she was going to send it, I'm just making a point. Y'all, I'm just, trying to make her feel like shit a little bit. But shout out to y'all for always supporting me. This lady came on here and did not want me to talk.
Okay, thank you. You're making so many valid points, and I appreciate that. But sometimes when you make so many valid points, by the time I can respond, it gets conflated and I can forget certain things. So I do want to put a pin in you. First of all, I want to acknowledge and say that I have always spoken and said that in order to protect black women, I'm not the type of person that come out here and say that I protect or I'm obligated to love and treat all black women a certain way. I've specifically said it 100 times on my channel that if black men protect and love the black women in his life, it's sending the signal to the next black man, which is what you just explained, then the world and the community would be better and safer. I actually acknowledge
I never asked you that. Before you go any further, I don't know why you even said that, because that's not something that I even would look from.
No, ma'am, you just gave me an anecdotal story about your life and about how somebody in your family, a black man that loves you, went and checked the nigga for calling you a B-word. Is what you did. And I just reuttered that by using the same rhetoric. See, that's where the realness in me come into play, because all y'all have heard me say, I'm not obligated to protect and serve every motherfucking black woman out here. Is you crazy? No, I'm gonna protect and serve mine, and you get your niggas and tell them to protect and serve you. And if I get out of line with you, you tell that nigga to come and see about me. If we got to box and duke it out, we got to do whatever so that respect is having and given. That's a different conversation then. I've always said that. So now that you done put your anecdotal for you to trauma dump and make me feel some type of way, and like I'm that type of man that'll call you a bitch, when I firmly said, even if I called you a bitch, your uncle is supposed to check me. And you said that. So I agree with you and put that out there. So what if I disrespect you and I don't like you? Go to the black men in your family that's supposed to. Just because them niggas treat you a certain type of way and call you everything beautiful, whatever, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And your uncle, the same one who protected and defended you, probably touched you when you was a child. I ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with that. But you want to disrespect me on my channel?
One second.
I'm not looking for you to.
No, hold on. I didn't say you. 1 second. I did not cut you off.
You come from a black woman, and that shouldn't be an argument. That's not an argument. So I don't know why you even brought that up. You don't have to answer to me. So you don't have to try to prove anything to me.
But this is a conversation. Like, this is what I'm saying.
But I didn't ask you to.
Ma'am.
I didn't say that that's your obligation. That is not something that I care about.
Man, I know you did.
I look up to actually protect black women.
Can we have a conversation? Perfect.
Okay,
a conversation means I get to talk and you get to talk. And
okay, if you insist on going into something that you don't have to go into, but go ahead.
Okay, but sweetheart, I did not say that that's what your sentiment or what you said. I loop back around a talking point that I have told my own audience, which is what you explained: the black men in your life protecting you and sending a signal for the other black men around the way not to disrespect you. So I took what you said and intertwined it with what my audience know I've said countless times. That's not against you or putting words in your mouth. That's showing you that we're on the same page with that. Now, as far as a black lawyer,
but I don't think we're on the same page. You know why? Because you can't accept constructive criticism, and I've noticed that you will still resort back to that hive mentality, and you would just be like, well, she's a bitch, or she's this and this, or she's this and that.
No, you are an angry bitch. I'm saying it about you and how you carry yourself, okay? Even Amanda Seale, when she went over to Club Shay Shay, she was angry and controlling, and I'm like, damn. 2-3 months later, she crying about her mental health. Is because you're angry and you're controlling. You're so steadfast on historical points and trying to put black people in a power position and keep them there where you're not even worried about yourself. Trying to act like you holier than I and high and mighty. Even Jessica, who's somebody that pull up, even if it's 5 people in here, Jessica is pulling up to support your boy with a view. She talked to me, she chat. We talk about Carmelo Anthony, all of that. She said you reminded her of the bitch that got her fired from a job. So that made me mad because I know about that stinking bitch that got her fired from her job. You just an angry person. Why can't you just accept that you're angry? You're angry because you're black and probably dark-skinned, overweight with nappy motherfucking hair. Why can't you look in the mirror, flat iron your hair, or embrace your flaws and all, get on Jenny Craig and do something to correct your motherfucking problems in real life instead of coming online? It ain't that you dark-skinned. It's probably because you probably got bad fucking skin. It ain't because you ugly, because you probably beautiful as fuck. Look at your attitude. Fuck wrong with you? It's called equilibrium. And this equality shit got y'all fucked up with this women's liberation movement. Y'all think y'all can run down on niggas and tell us what the fuck to do and think that shit is cool. It's not okay. It's not. Okay. And as a man who understands who I am, I will always walk away from somebody like you before I have to go to jail. Okay. Thank you. Moving on. Mr. 82. Yes, y'all. This is Mr. 82 right here. He has done a fantastic job by endlessly talking about your boy and putting it behind members only and all this shit. First of all, because, you're playing a game with me. And the game is, see, Mr. 82 don't mind y'all knowing that he's obsessed with me because, see, he is a back alley trick. Okay, he got to go in the dark spaces, but don't nobody see him. Don't nobody know if he black, white, or anything. He just open his big ass mouth and open his big old booty hole to anybody that's willing to take it. His size, his everything. He think he got a chance and a shot with me. So he don't mind y'all knowing that he's obsessed with me. What he minds is attaching himself to me because I'm out of his league and I'm somebody that he will never, ever be able to get at all. Not for nothing. Is you cool? So he don't mind. It tickles his soul and his fantasy that somebody cute, good looking, and talented, like, the talented Mr. Ricketts, according to Jack, why I can't get right. People in their mind, they somehow associate with him with this because, he feel like he can like absorb my beauty, absorb my talent, and at least they're not as good looking. So I'm going to continue to perpetuate the perception that there's some type of issue and connection. Bitch, there's no issue. You just playing a game. I'm a heartthrob motherfucker. People from all races, size, colors, and big, small, and all, they want a piece of me. You just want a piece of me, and I just went ahead and accepted that, even though no means no. No absolutely means no. And for Rich Lomax to sit up there and act like he's all into me and like why he didn't go to bat for me and stop you from going on Flea's platform for pushing a lie in a narrative, using me as a magnet, as a stick magnet, trying to irritate me so that you can tell all the men that you really want that's beneath me, like Mr. Nobody, look, he's talking about me. I got his attention. That means look, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, spend all your money, bring all your cameras and equipment and try to knock this down. I don't know if I want to do it because, I already said did not. Yeah, the boy is mine. And Mr. Nobody, you don't look better than him. So you got a point to prove the way you stuck all up in him. Spent all the money to up his value. So this is what you call digital grape, where he's trying to force some type of attachment to him and that he's trying to irritate me and say, look, this is what he do. Like, bro, I understand you're obsessed with me. It's okay. I mean, it's irritating that you projected as if like that's the truth about me when any and everybody that I wanted, I done already had, even if I had to wait around. But at the end of the day, I never really got a hard, cold rejection that made me, I should have just walked away and saved my time and my energy. So for years, y'all, he want to be up in my chat. He want to be affiliated with me somehow. So he do that to everybody. He want affiliation with everybody. But with me, because I'm good looking and talented, he wants affiliation with that. And he doesn't mind you guys knowing he's obsessed because he feels like I'm impulsive enough to respond. And that was prior to the anger management classes, okay? You want to be talked about? Okay, cool. We got it. Okay, you got to go behind paywalls to talk to the same 10, 15 people that's paying you to obsess over me. I'm not even back there. I don't care. You call me a powder head. I know that. You tell people that I want you and obsessed with you. I know that, which is annoying and triggering. But, you know, I've been taking them anger management classes. You're telling people like, you don't mind lying for some change, do you?
If somebody is completely just lying or just making up things, even to that extent, I still don't feel like you should attack that person. Let them lie. Let them make their money. Let them make their money.
So the game Mr. 82 is playing is that he should have the right, the ability to keep on lying and making money off of me. And if I attack him or drag him, that is justifiable to report and play these games. Like, sir, like, you're a fucking pussy and a coward. Like, everybody tell you that, and I know it hurts you every time you hear it, but you got to come out here and act like you're strong because you have no choice. You can't change your phenotype. You can't change that you gay. It's all out motherfucking dough. See, y'all got it fucked up. Think I'm so promiscuous. Is you cool? I'm a lover and a motherfucking fighter. And no means no. What about you in the back alleys, niggas? You got to get an anal.
I even did an HPV test. And I didn't know how they did HPV tests for men. You know, women, I know they swab y'all and stuff like that. But I didn't know. Yo! They had to take a cotton swab and swab my ass to get a sample.
Okay. And then, you know, the best, biggest, most viral moment that you ever did was, you know, at your meet and greet where ain't number 3 people showed up and Toxic Diamond was finna attack that bitch that was back there by you while you slowly and surely whispering to her, acting like you gave a fuck about protecting her. Oh, I need to protect you from Toxic Diamond. Let's get out the limousine. Let's go to this slot machine. And this lady gave you $200-$300 because you made her feel like you was a protector. So you got $200-$300 out of this lady back here off the back of Toxic Diamond. And the only thing that we see from you as far as talent is them big ass titties was bouncing.
You want something funny? Come on. No, this shit is not refunded. Come on. I spent $700.
Bounce with it, drop with it.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn, them some
I
big
spent $700 on this shit.
Do y'all
and
see
it's
the-
not refundable. Give me my motherfucking $700.
That nigga ain't spit that. That nigga ain't spit that much. The only thing he did was the lady that Toxic Diamond was back there getting up on. He told her he spent $700 to make her feel bad for how much he spent. So when he took them bitches to that slot machine, he got $200-$300 out of them and dropped them off, honey, and played in Toxic Diamond face and used her the same way you use everybody on the internet as a pawn in your nasty, sick, twisted, manipulating ass game. Ain't wish your mama happy birthday, came online collecting money saying that you was gonna meet up with and get your mama a gift for Mother's Day, and that bitch ain't never come nowhere. Your auntie told that. This is your talent. We see your talent. The titty bounce, okay? AT titties. I always thought that old Dusty was calling you A2 titties because y'all had some type of freakalicious shit going on. But now, yes, Mr. AT titties. Mr. AT titties. Voila, there you go. You know, no shade. And it's okay that you're attracted to me. It's okay. But no means no. Okay, no means no. I understand that you got to use me as a magnet to get Mr. Nobody and all of them over there to act like there's just somebody, and for you know, you to act like these other lame ass niggas who just like you can't get my attention at all. To use, you know, it's fucking. Y'all know how like y'all ladies, y'all had somebody that looked good. and somebody that y'all want, that y'all probably had, and y'all use that person as like a prototype for what you could get to play with everybody else and act like somebody else is less than, and you should be thankful. That's what type of big ass, big diva he is. He used me because I'm Ken doll to get these other niggas and stuff. It's crazy what's going on, but go right ahead. I understand the game, sir. So me and my supporters, we don't need to go behind a paywall where you done talked about me, because at this point in time it's redundant. We've already heard what you said. We know the character trait. We've pointed it out. We know the intent. We know what you're gonna say. You're pie the head and what else? I want him. Sir, we know that's reverse psychology. I even got a clip somewhere where you admitted that your daddy called you a gay cokehead, but now I'm the pothead. So everything that you say about me is actually your truth. Okay? And like, again, I just feel like Mr. 82 is an obese Pepe Le Pew. Y'all know Pepe Le Pew that went around trying to get this girl, all this other shit, just hounding and shit. No, motherfucker, okay? And when I strike you, bitch, you gonna think that it's something else. So we acknowledge your little man crush. It's not flattering because I don't want nothing to do with you, and no means no. It's not flattering that my friends who are in Brazil don't want shit to do and don't even want to come on my platform because they know they're going to end up in thumbnails because of you. That's what's not flattering. And what's killing you is what's in my phone and what I've been doing here that you don't need to fucking know about. Keep obsessing over me. We get it. Yeah. Up there exploiting and making videos about she paints. You ain't got no tea from me. It is what it is. I said, she want to go back over there and pay you, whatever. Y'all wishing jail upon me. I know if I do go to jail, I won't be calling her. I won't be calling nobody on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. I've been living my best motherfucking life. If I need a little reset, it's all good. That's how I see it. Just know I got my ducks in a row. Okay? And I got my shit in a row. That's all I got to say about that. June 9th. Ooh, I've been taking my anger management class. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. But, you know, I feel like the toxicity is still out there. But, you know, I got my shit under control. Anger management has been the best thing that I've done in my life. And, you know, it's allowed me to see through the clouds in the motherfucking thunder. Yes, indeed. And them gay ass pastors and preachers out there, they ain't no difference than this man right here. Putting grown men and women up underneath his blouse. And they say that the men and the women be unzipping his pants. And then when he go to collect the tithes and the offering, it's not in the name of God, but it's in the name of whatever that happened underneath your motherfucking cloak when you had to say these people, niggas make up anything. Mr. 82, I thought you was going to the church sector, AKA the big nigga coalition over there with Jabba the Hutt, Thais. Them niggas the same size as you. Where the fuck is Ray Bishop? Ray Bishop. Did you know that Mr. 82 was busting it wide open for Mr. Nobody? They go your little entertainment from me. Since y'all like that and y'all want to play the game, keep talking about me because you make me more and more relevant while I drag you and convince the general public in different sectors to fucking hate you and despise you in sectors that you can't tap into and you won't be able to tap into because why? I control the pieces while you talk about me to the same few people that you got, bitch. Fuck you. Happy 4th of July, and let's get to some real goddamn content. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?
I love that. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "What is in your life's blueprint?" Which is the most important speech that he gave in his life, is general motivation that has transcended through space and time. The white folks, so I have a dream. They want to promote that shit because they use that to propagate the civil rights movement, which was anti-black as a whole. Even in 2026, white folks is getting reparations off the back of the civil rights movement. It's called reverse racism. And also, we already know that integration led to the downfall of the black dollar and economic power, you know, privileges and shit. Rap music is doing a number on the community. Bitches come from Alabama and picking peas and shit, get off of the Carnival cruise lines from the Miami to the Bahamas and stop back in Miami dressing like they're in the Bahamas, and niggas is not letting them in their clubs.
Right here. Let me check y'all. Before y'all get denied, he's not gonna tell you why you getting denied, but I'm gonna tell you so that you guys can.
Oh my goodness. No, I hate this. Don't do this to me. In 1 second. So basically, the gist of this video was that those women was getting denied from the club simply because they were not in wardrobe. And their wardrobe was more like, you know, people that dress up to go to a Cardi B concert and shit like that. You know, Young Miami has been coming under a lot of fire after NDRE continues to speak out about the hit song Spin That, which glorifies scamming, robbing, and pretty much the lowest of the lowest vibration and criminal activity that you can possibly think about came out of that song Spin That. Matter of fact, it was a grown-ass woman and her daughter that's finna do some time in the motherfucking feds for running an international scamming business with fake Louis Vuitton and gotcha purses.
Reported that I think we should...
What the hell is going on here? Are all of my Instagram links like this? 1 second.
That I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power.
Yes.
But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time. But I've seen it. So I know. And I'm telling you what it is. But you enjoy if that's what you want to do. And I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think. That's one. Two, also, this is a short version of a longer video. I put a much longer video where I go into detail about these concepts on my Substack, so go check that out if you're interested. Two, I was also in the blogs because I made comments about Clive Davis. And I said, watch what kind of stories you're going to see coming out about him. I signed my record deal when I was 22 years old. And so I learned about human nature through the lens of the music industry. So I got a full hot dose of all of it. And I know what kind of stories are going to come. I don't need to say anything more because you're going to hear the stories. You're already hearing the stories.
Okay, and Jaguar Can't Get Right came out with some of the stories. But as far as NDRE, I do think that I totally understand what she's saying about Young Miami's song Spin That. Summertime. We need something pumping in the summer in the hip hop Black community that's going to program these kids to keep fucking up. They're not in school. What are they doing? They're knocking niggas out in Chicago and playing knockout parties in DC, where now it's police all over the Navy Yard because gangs and groups of Black kids ain't got nothing to fucking do, ain't playing no sports, no nothing, but just hanging out playing nigga knock. And then they just hanging out, blasting Young Miami Spin That. They go and do more looting than the white folks and niggas did during the George Floyd protests. That's how powerful words are. And guess what? It's so powerful to the point to where there's things that I heard when I was a kid, and I remember hearing them, like certain songs, and I'm like, what song was that? I'm like, damn, Mr. Boombastic, Cinnamon Toxic, Mr. Roll, they call me Mr. And I was like, damn, that man was playing it. That was my That was my dad. And I was like very, very young, but I can't remember my dad. I remember that music. We remember sounds and frequency more than we remember any and everything. Literally. And a song like Spin That, fuck being at 440 Hz. That song is so low vibrational. It's below the root chakra. Anybody listening to and consuming that song is living in fucking hell at the root chakra. Okay, they can't even go up to the solar plexus. It's the root chakra, that low vibrational stuff tells you to keep on engaging in promiscuous activity. Don't even understand the Christ consciousness and Christ oil that drops within us at certain times of the month when our zodiac goes into the moon phase, and just keep on wasting your life away. And not only that, we're going to get the adults to act like little children at BET Awards, and all the kids and everybody and all the black people, millions of black people in America watching it. They don't even know what Spin That means. They just know that everybody is singing and vibe with it and giving her a standing ovation. You know, and I had a conversation with somebody very powerful in Hollywood, and he's on the outside too. And, you know, I got word and information that people and all those celebrities that was standing up giving Young Miami a standing ovation, certain people of power and influence was told to stand up, and it convinced the entire stadium to stand up. Like if you go to sitcoms and comedies, like even the Martin Show, as funny as that is, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, there's people telling people to clap and telling them when to stand up and telling them when to cheer and when to boo to get that sound in. Yeah, that's very real. And people at the BET Awards are told to do that. They know who's going to throw money, where at, when at, where the audience should be at. This is all pre-planned. And so to stand up and praise that song, Spin That, at BET Awards with all of these artists and the camera to zoom in and go to Young Ma, who's a rapper that went through a traumatic health crisis and had a hit for one summer, and go to all these other rappers and all these other people of influence to get their audience that knows them, that trusts them, to trust the legitimacy of this song Spin That by Young Miami, to keep playing it and to keep it flooding in the airways. I mean, niggas, and most of Young Miami's audience is not buying this fucking music. We on YouTube, we on iTunes and shit like that. These streams and how many people are fanging fucking you, how many other songs, how much studio time did you have to pay for before you finally find a hit, Young Miami? You ain't really making no money off of that like that. They're going to push that. They're going to promote that because it's really not about Young Miami or the song itself. It's about the meaning of the song and affiliating and associating that with hip hop and letting that lead the charge for what kind of crimes these kids are going to commit this summer, and also how the next generation is going to look at that song as well. Yes, indeed. Even Uncle Luke music. That nigga made popping whole-like music in the 90s. It led the charge and shifted the waves and frequency from music all the way in New York and in Atlanta, Georgia. So we still see fragments of that whole culture in the 90s. And mind you, young women were wearing baggy shirts and baggy pants in the 90s, like TLC though. And now they just skin tight and butt naked out this bitch. They want to be baddies, okay? They put on shoelaces and call it a fucking outfit these days because of music. And then on top of that, this is like a slap in JT's face because JT went to prison for actually scamming and boosting. And now Young Miami, her counterpart and from the City Girls, is now having this viral song praising and uplifting the same activity that pretty much led to the downfall of the group. It's really a fucking big play if you really look at it. But I'm like NDRE, you know, if you want to continue to, I'll be like Gil Scott. Fuck y'all don't grow up, keep fucking up with the next generation. That's on you. Fuck wrong with you. And I appreciate NDRE's word because see, she learned from her counterparts and learned from her competitors like Nina Simone, who said some of the same sentiments. It's a damn shame. Ain't no protectability for Black Americans. It ain't no protectability because we allow people to treat us the same way that we treat each other. And we only get mad when the white folks look at us and lock us up. And now your baby, oh, my baby in jail. Now your mama got to put her motherfucking house up to get that bitch ass nigga out of jail. and your mama worked her whole life to pay off that house, and now it's in the hands of a Bills bum. So if you act up, your mama ain't gonna have no motherfucking house. And then if she don't pay that high ass Bills bum, and they coming to get the house. So now you taking out equity loans and lines of credit and shit. This is how we don't own shit. And it all can steam and arise from a song called Spin That. Spin it, go on them gold yard bags and boosting is still all that shit. And by the time you look up, you really wish that you did the right thing, because everything that you stole, every crime that you done did was not even fucking worth it. It was not even worth it. Look at the defendants in the Julio Fulio trial. That's speaking to the community. It's too late for you. Hopefully somebody listen. Hopefully the crime rate would go down. But again, who the fuck am I? Like, I couldn't be a Martin Luther King Jr. We want to praise and worship him right now for the white man's speech that he was giving. I have a dream that little black boys and girls will hold hands. Now we ain't got no grocery stores. We ain't got no schools. We ain't got critical race theory. They canceling HBCUs, and we ain't got no private, nothing for us. None of that shit. None of that. If anything, the white folks gonna let Freaknik come back. They keep spreading diseases throughout the black community in places like Atlanta, Georgia. Fuck wrong with you. Y'all gotta understand propaganda when you see it. And yeah. If you don't, you don't. I'm just gonna sit up here and talk shit and don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Cause there's a whole bunch of y'all that I'm talking shit about. And you mad though, cause you know I'm right though. Moving on. Here's somebody else that needs to go in that Goyard bag. A federal judge reportedly denies Milagro Graham's request to delay $75,000 payment to Megan Thee Stallion during appeal after becoming found liable in defamation case. Yes, indeed, girl. Yeah. Bitch, I told you was gonna lose this case. You know? I'm like, she mad and nagging at me because you gonna lose the case, and then, bitch, I'm in Florida. I gotta go and visit my sister grave site, some emotion, and you conflate that shit to you. But see, I'm gonna play the game now called YouTube, so y'all ain't gonna be able to do that shit no more, because now I understand the game that y'all play. Bitch, you got a whole game played upon you. You're arguing about paying $75,000, which is much shit that you talk online, as much influence that you claim to have, bitch. That's like being an actor in Hollywood, but broke as fuck at the end of the day. I don't want no motherfucking big ass, large ass platform if I can't pay this. I don't want 75,000 subscribers and 75,000 impressions on X if I can't pay a $75,000 judgment. Is you fucking cool? How many of y'all always heard me say, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn subscriber count? Does them subscribers and followers, I need $1 from each one of them. I need to make sure I have $1 every single month from each one of my subscribers, or else what the fuck is a subscriber count? Who cares about that? I said that a long time ago. I said that when I was at 50,000 subscribers on my original channel. Like, what are you talking about? So you ain't really got no fucking influence. You a scammer. They told me how you scammed, talking about y'all was going to get together and make a radio show and do all this other shit, and you're up next. This whole new media scam that you done pulled, you already pulled that shit. And it turned out the radio station was Station Head, a free app that requires no investment. And then on top of that, you turned around and collected money. Milagro collected money on behalf of a dead woman in her ashes. Said that she was going to help this woman pay for her dead mama ashes. Collected thousands of dollars off of that and ain't give that lady a motherfucking quarter. See how karma catch up to you? When you thought people forgot, and when you thought people was going to let you slide and care about you owing $75,000. All that shit that you talk on Station Head, all that shit that you talk. Your YouTube channel ain't even motherfucking monetized. You got me fucked up, nigga. Y'all remember when they snatched my channel and I couldn't put the ads on my goddamn 20,000 subscriber channel, and I was on that channel like, I don't give a fuck about these subscribers. What the fuck I look like? Milagro Grams and Conscious TV? Bitch, I ain't finna do shit on no monetized channel. What I'm doing is to get something monetized, but if it ain't, are you crazy? Is you cool? Fuck wrong with you? Your channel ain't monetized. You depend on fan funding. I could never do that. Not with all this sexiness over here. I could not never do that. Because it always going to end the same. Bitch, you ain't getting no ad revenue. You buying bots on Twitch and shit. You broken in a motherfucker. Your daughter done told on you on a live stream saying that y'all was supposed to go on a cruise. So I guess when you sat on Tasha K platform expecting this judgment to be handed to you and collecting money then and all this other shit, you weren't paying them attorneys and now you don't want to pay this. And girl, like how the fuck can you call yourself an influencer? Like your pockets is not even adding up. Huh? And see, God don't like ugly at all. You got a house, kids, a family, and then you got other lawsuits and shit that you're facing. See? I'm the wrong nigga to talk shit about and try to block and act like you're something because you gave me the outlet to drag you for fucking filthy. You can't say because you're a black woman. And it's not like I go and pick at and poke at this person like that other dude. I'm not that motherfucker because, see, it's up and it's stuck. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go and look to pick a fight with you. I don't need you to be a villain in my story. Life is already kicking your motherfucking ass. And I'm just here to put the icing on top. Moving on to the next rap girly, Cardi B. Cardi B is making headlines. Yes, indeed. She performed at the BET Awards, accepted awards. Cardi B is winning. Whether you like her or not, she's absolutely winning. Okay, Nicki Minaj has made political decisions that don't coincide with the BET Awards audience, even though the BET Awards, the BET specifically is owned by David Ellison, who's Larry Ellison's son, and they both own TikTok, BET, CBS. So, BET is a Jewish-owned company, and then they got Tyler Perry up out of BET from his 25% ownership. He haven't opened his mouth before they put the motherfucking more charges and more lawsuits on him. And I told y'all Tyler Perry's on a federal investigation. He know that. That's why he didn't say nothing. When the Ellisons came and bought BET and quietly told him that his 25% share in BET didn't mean a motherfucking thing, right? And then even if he had a legitimate claim, well, he has a legitimate claim to cry about that, but do he? Because we remember when Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels sold Monique out when they sold the rights to Precious and told her ownership in Precious didn't matter and she has no entitlement to residuals. So they got his monkey ass 25%, 1/4 of BET, and you ain't mad about that though? Tyler Perry got some serious shit going against him. But, BET has been reformatted. They got Keke Palmer, Queen Latifah. They even went and got the original house nigga back over there at BET. Bob Johnson. How the fuck you sell BET and come crawling right on back? You must have ran out of money. Because they say he stay at bath houses. They call him the bathhouse queen. And you ain't hear it from me, but they call Bob Johnson the bathhouse queen is what they call him down there in LA in show business. That's why he had no choice but to go back over there. He the bathhouse queen, But yeah, they done redid the structure of BET where it's 100% Jewish owned, and all the black people like Queen Latifah and the original owner of BET, Bob Johnson, is now nothing but a worker. Happy 4th of July, right? They did the same thing to Oprah Winfrey. Yes, indeed. Tyler Perry took his bad content over to own network and they used that as an excuse to inflate the value of it and told Oprah to get the fuck up off of here. Disney bought it and she just a sitting duck in her own company. That's why no egregious allegations will be made by Oprah, because when she get the fuck up out of here, they gonna sell out magazines, cookbooks, dish rags. Oprah Winfrey gonna be the new Martha Stewart. And Cardi B, they say she's the new Nicki Minaj. She scored a $60,000 win against Tasha K for breaking a settlement agreement, not to mention her and or her spouses. So they had a settlement deal. And the reason why Tasha K can not mention Offset or anybody connected to Cardi B is because they agreed upon that. There's one thing about defaming somebody and not being able to talk about them. Then there's another thing about actually being able to talk about other people that are involved with that person without naming them, and it's not against the law or violation of, court order not to speak about that person. So they got into a settlement to where Tasha K signed over her First Amendment to Cardi B. Okay, it's one thing for a nigga to go and get a fraudulent judge to try to sign over some shit to me as if I give a fuck, but no, nobody's gonna have that type of power and control over me. And Tasha K has been very, very upset about that, and she has gone out of her way to do exclusive interviews with niggas that Stephon Diggs tried to dig off in, light-skinned Chris Brown looking ass nigga mentioning Offset and everything out here for the public, but apparently and officially she cannot mention anything with those people. Okay, Cardi B has been what many would consider to be Teflon done in the courtroom. That is until she get out there in Las Vegas, where she asked the audience to throw water on her because she was hot, and then seconds later a girl actually threw some more water on her, and she threw a microphone and busted her in her face. I don't know how severely injured that girl was, but bitch, if it was me, I would act like she actually threw the pen at me, it bounced and poked me in the eye, or if she hit you in the mouth with the microphone, little half over in Vegas, act like she busted up your lip and she did you worse than Big Lex did Summer, okay? The Cardi B is a whole motherfucking demon and a troll, okay? She told Art Bar V, girl, I'll slap the bullet out your motherfucking head. I was like, oh, hell no.
Oh, Lord.
Then the next day she put on a yellow wig, sitting up here looking like a transformer, and got out here speaking on political issues and stuff. You know, so Cardi B actually might be considered an ally. Trump said,
I mean, I feel like the reason why Caribbeans like me, like Caribbeans like my family, and Latinos and Hispanic people, the reason why they could thrive in this country is because black African Americans fought for everybody to like be equal. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no Caribbeans thriving here. Like, they was the ones that fought for this. So I'm always going to be thankful and grateful for that. And it's very important that, like, you know, this is it's important for the history, and it's important to give flowers because, you know, somebody wants to erase the history of these schools, but you got to keep these histories alive. Let me not get too political. I might get in trouble.
You can't.
You're not going to get in trouble. We love you so much.
So Cardi B has no political rhetoric. She has no substance to what she's saying. I honestly believe that Cardi B was told to say this, and it's actually perfect opportunity, perfect timing, perfect moment for her to say these things and get a little bit political. Because see, Nicki Minaj, who's also Caribbean or you know, from Trinidad and Tobago, and don't even have citizenship in the United States, and have this big majority black American audience that put her in the position to win, and she has somewhat converted that into this. I'm still her audience. I fucking love Nicki, the music and shit like that, regardless of what y'all say. Oh, I'm gonna listen, I'm sorry. But also I understand that even though Cardi B has this big platform and this big voice, Nicki also has a big platform and a big voice. She's directly connected to these people that are dealing with these social issues. What is she doing to improve the livelihood and the life of black Americans versus Cardi B, who has no affiliation with the Trump administration, out here speaking about and giving praise and homage to our ancestors that's built this country and made a way for her. This is where Cardi B is winning on a political scale, right? Beyonce, Jay-Z, they're all Trump supporters, but they know in order to win in totality, they got to act like they're Democratic and cater to that particular party. This is why Cardi's really in a lane of her own. I mean, I agree and I can see that she used Nicki to clout chase, but she's playing her cards right, because now she's doing this. Where is Nicki? Why is Nicki talking about Christians in Nigeria being euthanized and all this other shit when you're in America? Most money that you get, your biggest fan base is here. It's here. When are you going to advocate for us? And you're in that position to actually do it. You're on the Turning Point USA stages, Nicki. Like, I'm really rooting for her. I'm really rooting to see her actually say something, rather she's a conservative, Democrat, Republican. I don't give a fuck. Say something that is beneficial to the people instead of sitting there looking mad and upset. Like, I remember when black people made me motherfucking mad on YouTube. I'll never forget it. And there's some people here that can tell you. Black people made me so motherfucking mad on YouTube, bitch. I painted my whole body white because I wanted them to feel my pain. So now she over there at Turning Point USA and want people to feel her pain because she can no longer call herself the queen. That's selfish. That is selfish. And I love Nikki. And I love Nikki dearly. I understand bitches are ops up and clones and coconut water, all. I understand all of that. But you're putting yourself in a different position. You're putting yourself in a position of political power and influence that Cardi B is not afforded, even though she's saying things that are actually politically and socially correct according to the same demographic that you both share and that you both necessarily depend on to keep going. Or have you just traded everybody out for the white folks and the conservatives like what they say you did, Nikki? I don't know. You know, it's very baffling to me if you ask me, but to each his own. Okay. So I am all for people being themselves. Okay. If you are a man, a woman, and your head, you this, you that. Okay, I know a grown woman that says she feels like a cat. And next thing I started seeing her put on cat heads and fur and shit. And it's a YouTube, some girl named Magic, that dead ass bird over there, says she feel like a cat. And every scene I sense that she put on these cat ears and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's how you feel. I know you ain't no motherfucking cat, and I know you got mental health issues, but you want to be a cat, and okay. Or transgender, you want to be a girl, okay, girl. But, you know, transgenders, like, when I respect them for wanting to be called a girl, they think that they can look at me and be like, girl, what? Don't call me no motherfucking girl. You want to be a girl, even though I know you're a mister and a sir and a dude. But you want me to call you a girl, T.S. Madison, so I'm going to call you a girl. You want me to call you a girl, E.J. Johnson, I'm going to call you a girl. Don't be like, oh, girl, how's it? No, we ain't bumping purses. And don't be sitting up here testing me, acting like you can call me a girl to figure out if I'm a top or bottom, or if I'm trade or not, whatever the fuck labels y'all put on people. Don't disrespect me like that. I don't disrespect nobody, okay? EJ want to be called the girl, coming out with girl clothes on and got the little smile mini purse right there in front of his private parts to hide their little peanuts, little botfly maggot and peanut that he got down there. And, you know, now he's over in the islands, girl, and said that he's going to pull an Alicia Keys and came out this bitch looking like Alien versus Predator, girl. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here, EJ? Okay, I feel you. But this right here, for me personally, is just too much, okay? Like, you done went barefaced, like you that much of a fish. We know you got work done with Blue Ivy, motherfucking bohemian braids in your hair. Some Pirelli tire skin coming up off of your arm from all that weight that you lost on Ozempic. And you still built like a big body Benz. You and Saucy Santana, the same motherfucking size. If we really keep it in the bin, you just a lot bit taller. Okay, like, you know, and the people in the comments, somebody said, I'm finna read the comments to y'all. Okay, somebody said, I took the Greyhound, Amtrak, a boat, ferry, and trolley and flew Delta to the comments. Somebody said, I came to the comments faster than Back to the Future. Black people crazy and funny as fuck. Melanie said, in the nerve of him to say anything regarding black womanhood is giving Rambo realness. Sprang my ankle running to the comments. I now have whiplash from rushing to the comment section. I now need a chiropractor. I love you, boyfriend, but you could never steal a straight man. Please calm down. Yeah, he came out here talking about, oh, I like straight men. Child, you don't nobody want to claim you at all, EJ. You just as thirsty as Leslie Jones was trying to get me at the motherfucking premiere of Empire with Lee Danes and all them shit like that. And then find out, I was like, Leslie, oh, you a man eater. I don't want you. Then the bitch told Lee Dames and them to kick me out the section, and they kicked me out the section. Leslie Jones is a creditor. Mad because I didn't want her. That's why she out here hating on black people in marriages. Ain't never been married, telling all black women to get divorced because it's not worth it. Because she ain't never been chosen. Yeah, I can show y'all text messages from Leslie Jones. Ain't nothing but a big-ass man-eater. I sat up there and it's going to try to box me out at the premiere of Empire, okay? And Leslie Jones is just in the same boat as you, Eli. Y'all need to get together at the end of the day. Let somebody tickle you back there so you can put some semen enough in her and so y'all can have whatever baby that y'all want. Just imagine E.J. Johnson and Leslie Jones having a child. Bitch, that's going to be a whole nother creature. Okay, that's going to remind me of finding out a cheat code to catch Masingo from the original Pokemon game. You know, Pokemon that looked like a motherfucking illiform transformer, kind of like what Chrisean got shown y'all over there looking like. So I'm giving. But no, you're not a girl at all. Oh God, the skin is like you got too much money and come from Magic Johnson and shit like that. And speaking of Magic Johnson, it don't help that you're young as fuck and you got old white lady arms like over here. Get the fuck up out of here. You can never be a woman. They try to age shame Serena for coming back to tennis at 44. Her arms ain't even look like this, even though her ass was on Ozempic too. It's giving house in motherfucking Virginia. Kodak Black's first baby mama, Maya, requests her release from jail, citing her HIV positive status as a health concern. I'm like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Not Kodak Black. Is that why he out there in these streets on all kind of drugs and shit? Because he know he dying slow out there, bitch. You know, if that's his baby mama, he ain't never gonna stop dealing with her. Okay, he looking at Kodak Jr. and which one of them got talent to carry on his legacy and ain't got no paperwork. He ain't never gonna stop dealing with her. And to me, I actually personally heard that she done screwed the whole Broward County. Cause you know niggas like behind a nigga with some clout just to act like they're a part of that. That's how gay these niggas is these days. Niggas that want Kodak and stuck it off in her, and now they all probably got a house in Virginia. They say she filed a document. Come now, the defendant pursuant to 3.131 Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure and respectfully moves this honorable court to set bond for defendant. Defendant is currently being held with no bond for VOD. Defendant has significant medical needs that allow her release from Broward County Jail on 4 felony VOPs in case number Defendant is HIV positive. That is a damn shame. And what's even more shame is she actually has an attorney. She has an attorney on this case. This attorney did this shit and laughing at her because the real target is Kodak. Yeah, that's the real target. That attorney that you got, then put your business out in motherfucking court documents. Ain't nobody checking for you. Released it and leaked it to the media the same way Mike Howard put out that document, said Carmelo Anthony was too broke to afford an attorney on appeal and sent it to the media to play in the people's face. They played in Kodak face because his baby mama got house in Virginia. And we're not, wishing ill upon people living with house in Virginia or anything of the sort. But Kodak, this is his baby mama. He's still messing with her. He don't use no. He out there acting crazy and like every day is his last motherfucking day. Because that shit just eating up at him. Even if he was taking his own medicine for house in Virginia, all the drugs and all the alcohol and shit he do, that shit ain't working. It ain't working at all. That's why Kodak going crazy. They say he slayed Young Miami too. And she was over there with Diddy. Ain't no telling what they got these days. I remember reading a post that Young Miami got house in Virginia. All of them. And Kodak's a Miami rapper. You know how many to see them? You know how many industry groupies that he probably didn't touched that was spreaded and passed to the next rapper in Atlanta, in Florida, in Miami, in New York, in LA? Don't y'all know it's a culture of women? And I know somebody who rappers are now trying to recruit into it. Very beautiful girl I've known for a long time from Clubhouse. Rappers are trying to recruit her into this to where she's in Atlanta, Georgia. Now she's eating with Young Thug and them, and they telling her, oh, in New York, yada, 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 yada. And then now you go to New York to meet up with this rapper and that rapper. They're all interchanging these bitches like that. And I was like, don't get involved in that. And this girl's been flying and traveling, doing her own thing, fucking filled up 2 passports before these people try to recruit her and tell her she don't need y'all. Is you crazy? Is you cool? So Kodak has his girls that he messed with while also messing with his baby mama who's HIV, who has a house in Virginia. So all these girls are at risk and got that shit. No different than BlueFace. And we don't know exactly what they got. I wouldn't put it past him having a house in Virginia. One BlueFace raw dog and stunner girl over in that bitch. And she live in Atlanta full of punks that like the raw dog. Rest in peace to the voice of Lilo, and star of The Ring child star, DeVay Chase. She unalived or passed away at 35 years old from AIDS after living on Skid Row for years, battling addiction. She had a SAG account full of millions of dollars that she did not touch. Okay. Now, I would like to say I personally know this girl. When I went through my trials and tribulations, I had to stay inside of this building called the Madison Hotel that is near Skid. It's like literally right there in Skid Row. If you homeless on Skid Row, you pass this building and everybody know who the fuck you is, okay? And I had a place in that building. And long story short, the AIDS Health Foundation went and bought up this building and evicted everybody that did not have a place to stay in that bitch. And she moved into that building. Okay, while they was evicting me because I don't have house in Virginia, she moved into that building. And I was like, what the hell is she doing here? And I didn't know her. And I was like, you look familiar. She said, oh, I'm an actor and yada, yada, yada. And later I found out who she was exactly. Like I thought I was like, I rose myself up from that situation. And, you know, she had a big drug problem. So there's a lot of people on Skid Row. Wasn't getting tested, wasn't using protection on them drugs, and it just feels better, doing better. Man, they let her out. They treated her like she was a nobody. You know who else I seen on Skid Row living a life like that? Zac Efron. Believe it or not, I mean, he has a support system that keeps him afloat, but he's been on Skid Row for 4-5 days, homeless and don't know where the fuck he at, getting beat up and getting slutted out. Just like her. Snow Bunny. Something serious. And you know who else I know that's on Skid Row right now, and hopefully he's safe or whatever. But you know, he lives in an apartment. He's not out there on drugs or anything. He used to be. Eric Montez, the creator of Good Times, that Norman Lear, this Jewish man, stole from him. And they paid him like a settlement and told him to get away, but he doesn't collect no residuals on that big boom of black content from the 70s, even though he's the real McCoy. So, you know, Skid Row has some of the most talented people out there. Whether they still relevant. Demi Lovato was caught walking with no shoes on in Skid Row. Didn't know where she was. Out there getting high, getting slutted out and all. Demi Lovato, she probably got a house in Virginia too. You know, you never know. Or got treated for it. You never know. It happens. There's a whole movie with about Nick Reiner, who just unalived his family. Brett Reiner, Hollywood producer. They ain't show you the part. They showed you a little bit of parts of him on Skid Row and going to rehab and stuff in that movie that he made. He was out there on Skid Row too. He was out there on Skid Row too. They can't wait for somebody rich with money and privilege come out there to put a blick into their head and tell them to call their parents to get up all the money or they gonna take their life and throw them out the motherfucking LA bridges. A lot of homeless people out there with a lot of talent. And I want to say rest in peace to everybody that's going through something and everybody that's dealing with house in Virginia. It's 2026. Go get tested. Know your stats. Okay? Know your goddamn stats. If you're promiscuous, take a pill every single day to make sure that you don't contract that. And if you got that, take a pill every single day to make sure that your T-zones don't fall. But try to stay safe, okay? Try to stay safe. And remember, raw is law, but only if you're in a relationship and on them goddamn pills if you're being promiscuous. Okay? My promiscuous days was over since I passed 20, okay? I'm a Cancer. So y'all know me. Anyways, moving on. Clarissa Shields revealed she plans to have a baby next year, says Papoose asked her to. And I'm like, what? Did Papoose ask you to have a baby? Or did you ask Papoose to have a baby? Because just the way I see that relationship, I know Papoose with Remy and he like, you know, butcher bitches and shit like that. I just feel like you make the money. You know, you look happier than him in a relationship. You dragging him to BET Awards. And he look like he ready to get out. And suddenly you're telling a radio station that it's him who wants the baby. But we've seen you make posts in 2024 and 2025 and 2026 saying that you about to have a baby and you ready to have a baby, but suddenly you switching up the narrative to say that Pap asked you to have the baby and now y'all planning on having it next year. Girl, you trying to get pregnant at any second and hold down that man and doing everything but duck and wreck from Remy Ma.
I'm having a baby next year.
Okay.
And that's Pap plan.
Does Pap know he's having a baby next year?
Pap, you know you're having a baby next year?
He said absolutely.
Well, it's funny you asked that because he asked me to have a baby.
Okay.
I don't have no kids.
Okay.
So it's like when he asked me, we supposed to have a baby this year.
Okay.
But I told him I got a few more girls I want to kick. So we compromised with let me box this year and then next year I can have my first kid and give him a kid. I'm having a baby next year.
So what girl did you want to box? I mean, you want them belts from that white woman and people are rooting for that white woman to like go ahead and beat you down and out of sight. But anyways, moving forward, you guys remember Conan Wiley? He is, speaking of Wiley, anybody with that last name Wiley is always problematic coming up in the news. They blowing up Walmarts. They tearing up motherfucking libraries in the name of Emmett Till. And now they, mothers are sacrificing their child and using them as bullet bags. Using little black boys as bullet bags in the name of Wiley. And now Benjamin Crump is involved and his autopsy has come back and says that it contradicts claims that car was driving towards officers. Oh shit, give me a second. What the hell is going on here? One second, you guys, I'm so sorry. I hate to be a man that wants you to have a baby at the height of your career, don't like you. I'm gonna leave that alone, child. Exactly.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump detailed an independent preliminary autopsy review of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley, who was shot and killed by a Senatobia police officer on June 14th.
And Ben Crump said there is no mystery on how Cohen died. The doctor determined the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the torso and ruled the manner of death as a homicide. But Crump said the independent preliminary review shows the bullet entered the child's body on the right side. And that's important because he says it shows the bullet was fired from the passenger side of the vehicle, not from the front. That would point to the vehicle driving at the officer. In their initial statement, NBI said the driver of the vehicle Cohen and his mom were in was driving at police.
Why would you shoot? Okay, I see the bullet. It looks like the bullet came in directly, not necessarily at an angle, and you can be driving towards an officer and the officer can be standing on the passenger side. Totally can be. So Benjamin Crump is a race hustler and just is out here. I don't think you're going to win this case, sir. Want me to tell you why I don't think he's going to win this case? It's mostly because of the mother. The mother immediately did an interview, whatever you call it, in a car with this big ass nigga that had a cheap ass suit on, and he ain't even popped the tags off of that bitch over there in Mississippi. Some pimp. And she specifically stated that they was in there boosting and that her friend put it in reverse and started driving forward and the officer shot and she grabbed her baby and the baby was used as a bullet bag. That's one single shot. You saw the officers telling y'all to stop. You was helping her get away, thinking that that police officer would not shoot because you had your baby, which he should not have shot. I will say that. But at the end of the day, this is the name of police safety doctrine. Benjamin Crump, I don't understand your argument. She already told the whole story and lost me as somebody who would show her empathy. I empathize that that baby was born to a mother like that, who had no empathy, did an interview, told and dropped a dime, and then was just busting it open online with some motherfucking money in her hand. What are you doing? She needs to be in jail for child endangerment and neglect. Because first of all, the baby would not have gotten shot if she had a car seat and had him in the back of the motherfucking car instead of in her lap.
Shoot into a vehicle from the side where you're clearly not in harm's way. And we want to see that video.
All right, Eric. Well, civil rights attorney Ben Crump detailed.
Because we want to know, what was the justification for shooting in this vehicle?
The Mississippi Department of Public Safety is investigating the shooting. Crump.
And my whole thing is, somebody in the chat said, why would he shoot in the car? And I want to acknowledge you. She shouldn't have had her baby while boosting. She did use that child as a shield. What mother holds that baby up while cops got their firearms drawn? That's where I'm at. Like, I totally feel bad for the child. I do. But that is a horrible parent. And those people need to be called out. They don't need the public recognition and to be celebrated and have these civil rights people bringing news cameras and expanding this situation, because then now we're looking at, is this going to be a situation where black people get justice or we don't get justice for this situation? It's a black issue. This is an anecdotal situation where this mother was out stealing in Walmart. Yeah, I know she said that the friend in the car was stealing and she didn't have nothing to do with that. Well, that person is in critical condition, if not passed away. When are they going to get to speak and say, we both were stealing? Because that's what I believe. Okay, you going to Walmart with a broke bitch that's driving a car and she's stealing and she driving a car and totally in control of you getting there and going from there, and you want me to believe that you wasn't in that bitch boosting either? Why did you bring your baby? That's why the baby daddy got to go for me saying give him all the money for the funeral arrangements and shit, and don't give you a motherfucking thing. You still busting it open and probably got money from Benjamin Crump. Did he split that open too? From the looks of it, it look like he go around trying to split people up. I don't give a fuck about him being married. Look at Jasmine Mine. She got pictures back there. Oh, this is how I get clout, and this is giving me credibility. Hiking their skirts up with no fucking real legitimate practice from what I see. But that's just my opinion from observation. It's not necessarily true. I just want to put that into perspective. But this situation with this baby, I blame the mother. I'm not going to blame the police officer. Okay, the person driving a car who's in critical condition got shot the fuck up too by police. Okay, Benjamin Crump, if it was a wrong issue and the baby got shot, bullets ain't got no name on it. Like motherfucking Jerome from Tales of the Crypt said, bullets ain't got no name on it. And they put that baby in that situation, these adults. And if it was a situation where the police was wrong, then why won't we focus on the driver being shot up too? How are we going to separate the driver from what's going on over here? It's not like Conan Wiley and his mother was a hostage. The only hostage I seen in this situation was the baby. And that's why the mother need to be in jail too. And right now, the only reason why the state ain't pick her black ass up is because Benjamin Crump, long-headed, grifting ass, is out there making hooping and hollering sounds when he should have been making a lot of noise over in Charlotte, North Carolina, when Mr. Child got away with unaliving Cyrus, when he should have been making a lot of noise in Texas when Carmelo Anthony got fucked with an illegitimate video. And while that's hot on the press, you want to post about it, but you're not associating with this. You're going to take an L this time, because if I was on the trier of fact, I wouldn't vote and say these people and police officers need to pay any money because of the police officers' conduct. Bullets ain't got no name on it. They was trying to get away and driving a vehicle towards the officer. That's exactly what I said about Renee Good up in, what was it, Michigan or Missouri? Yeah, in Michigan. Minnesota, I mean, when she tried to get away from the ICE agent and almost hit that ICE agent and he busted and shot her in the chest and she crashed the car. It's unfortunate that life was lost. But you need to learn how to respect and play the game. Motherfucking police officer is a dick and say, put your hands up. I'm going to put my hands up. I'm going to put my hands up. Motherfucker officer is a dick and I'm running away from them. They shoot me in the back. Now that's legitimate. And that's a case that Benjamin Crump took with Stephon Clark, his mother. I can call his mother right now. She don't have nothing nice to say about Benjamin Crump because he promised substantial justice and accountability. And the only thing he can do is get paid and get these families paid. Over there on Conan Wiley case, I hope you nor that mother get a motherfucking dime off of that baby she used as a bullet bag. They don't care about substantial justice, only getting paid. And this is not the case. So I'm personally not going to stand behind the case. I feel totally bad that that baby lost his motherfucking life. And until the mother is arrested, I have no sentiments for any of it. Now, Florida Stand Your Ground law is being tested. A Florida woman fatally shoots man during verbal altercation over a parking spot at Walmart. No charges were filed yet. Woman claims it was self-defense.
Let's start this with the video. The victim.
Oh my goodness. What? See, what happened was I shut down my internet.
Start this with the video. The victim with the gray shirt. The woman with the gun. There is a standoff and then the shooting. You can hear it.
He was a good man.
A daughter in tears. Amanda lost her 62-year-old father, Bart, shot in the stomach in a Walmart parking lot in North Lauderdale.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
Cops say an adult female and the victim were involved in a verbal altercation over a parking space in the Walmart parking lot prior to the shooting. According to investigators, the shooter, the adult female, remained on scene, cooperated with detectives, and she told them the shooting was in self-defense.
He loved his country. He loved his country.
Bart served in the military. There are no charges in this case at this point. Amanda says she was estranged from her dad for many years, but recently they were working on repairing their relationship. And just like that, a life lost. And throughout the interview, you can see the pain on her face.
He moved down here 3 years ago with the intentions on rebuilding the relationship.
And during the time we spoke with Amanda, the daughter, she kept repeating to me, over a parking spot, nobody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot. I want to mention this again, no charges at this point. The investigation is ongoing. We're live in North Lauderdale. I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
Okay, Rosh, thank you. A safety alert tonight as thousands flock.
We're going to start.
So I don't know the full scope of things. And to me, what I'm learning now is that you can actually shoot somebody within it looks like a 10-foot distance. Okay, it looks like a 10-foot distance with no prior relationship, no prior engagement, and just a conflict and a discussion outside in the parking lot. Most importantly, this is a black woman and this is a man. Actually, it's a woman and a man. A woman that's holding a blicky and telling you to leave her alone. And you see she have it and you keep going forward. Why would you do that? And it did look like he was being extremely aggressive. This car peeled off. I would like to know if that person in that car was interviewed to see what was said and what led to this. It did look like he was coming across threatening to her. Doesn't matter if he served in the military. And also, you know, his daughter, the one speaking out for him, said that there was a strain and he moved 3 years ago to be a part of her life. Maybe he served his purpose. Because ain't no fucking way in hell I'm going to go towards somebody that I know is packing. I'm not finna do that at all. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I lose my life for no reason at all. In these states, stand your ground. Somebody really got a restraining order against me because they really want to unalive me. Like that's in the court transcripts from what I get. They really want to hurt me because it's that much hateful competition out here. But in this situation, and I'll tell you guys more about that later, but I legitimately see a stand your ground case. I feel like if she gets arrested, then there needs to be civil rights lawyers and activists involved in the situation. Thankfully, they did not file charges against her, and this is the state of Florida. I, too, had an incident where niggas was rapping about what they was going to do to me on MySpace, and I had to take their life. And, you know, thankfully, I was hanging out with my white friends, and we was out hunting hogs and shooting beer cans, and they was able to justify for why I had the blickies, and when them niggas pulled up, they got dealt with, 2 of them. And, you know, they nicknamed me Killer Man in Florida. In my community, ask them who Killer Man is. They'll tell you, oh, that nigga don't play with that nigga will get you. But I don't want that nickname because I want to be known for unaliving somebody. I had to stand my ground and do what I needed to do to protect myself. So this is a classic stand your ground. Stop fucking with people in parking lots. Leave people alone. I done seen plenty of people getting beat up and shit. This is a woman by herself. Ain't no fucking telling how much abuse she's went through with man in totality to let a white man or white appearing man to come and fuck with her. So rest in peace, Mr. Bart. I'm sure your daughter and people that loved you had great sentiments for you. And he's from Ohio. He has an Ohio State University hat on right here. But again, I see self-defense, and I will definitely follow back up here with the situation if they decide to press charges. If not, then this is just what it is. Period. Move on. Speaking of moving on, you know, Florida is a very, very dangerous place to be, especially to swim. Here's a 911 call release of a 31-year-old woman who was bitten by an alligator, and she died on her way to the hospital. God damn.
I can't move. No, it's okay. We're good. No, we're not. Okay. Come on. Okay.
You're not very sick. On the way, okay? I'm just going to need a little bit more information. Where is she right now?
Okay, what's up? Her? Yeah, she's here right now.
Okay, how old is she?
She's okay. She's responsive. She's doing okay, but she needs help now. Okay, Mom,
okay. How old is she?
She's 30. 31. 31. No, she's 31. Come on. Hey, come on. Pick her up, come on. We're good. Okay, he's going away. He's leaving. Come on. Come here. Mama.
Ma'am, is the gator coming back?
No, it's going away.
It went away.
You're good, You're good. You're okay.
Okay, you have help on the way, okay? I'm just going to need a little bit.
I'm sorry, my best friend.
Okay, they're coming as fast as they can. Is she awake? Okay, ma'am, is she awake?
She's on the phone. Okay. She's awake.
Okay. Is she breathing?
I'm watching for the gator. Yeah, she's breathing. I'm watching for the gator right now. Okay. Guys, there's shadows. Okay. It's going away. You okay? So strong, love. Talk to me.
And when did this happen?
Right now, 4 or 5. Put me on that guy 4 minutes ago. And pull me up.
Oh, my, what it is?
Yep. Okay. 4 minutes ago. You gotta see. It's going away. Okay, come on.
Oh,
the
this
gator
is so
went away.
sad.
Okay, it's going away. We're gonna have to here. Ready? Okay, hold on.
Are you guys walking or are you guys are staying there?
Yes, we picked her up. Pick her more. Hold on. Stop. We just. Okay, Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, up.
Okay. Can you guys allowed to stop walking?
Okay, so we stop walking. We try to get rid of the gator or get away from the gator.
Okay, and how bad is the bite?
Horrible. Her arm is okay. Almost as it gets okay. Both her arms.
Both her arms are bitten?
Are off, like basically.
Oh wow.
No, I'm on that one. One of her arms completely off, and the other one's like attached barely. Please, hurry, please.
Both of her arms are off.
Please, bro.
Okay, they're coming. Okay, they're coming as fast as they can. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to hear no more. They say.
Okay.
Okay. Stay on the line with me, okay?
Both
and I need you guys to
start
see where you're
screaming so they
at so
can
they
hear
can
me.
go ahead and find you.
I don't know the exact location. We're just off the Bar Street. They're on the trail by the main river. We're on.
And where's the
Let me look up on the map. What happened? The gator's in the water. It's gone away.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at the map.
And is the bleeding serious?
What? No.
Is it serious?
It's horrible. Yes,
Yeah, what do you mean? Is the bleeding serious? Her arms are off.
She is responding. Yes, she's responsive.
What kind of question is that?
Okay.
I'm mad at this dispatcher.
Oh. Let me see it.
And then you said her arms are bitten?
Yes, one of them
Both of them?
off and the other one's too. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I got the dogs on my bike. Okay. Can you stay with them, please?
And is it obviously been out of shape, the arms?
Yes, out of shift. How far are you, please?
Okay. I don't have an estimate. You
We're on the left. We're on the left. We're on the left side of the river. Oh my God!
Ma'am, we have your exact location, and I sent it to the units, and I sent them a picture of exactly where you're showing at. Okay, so they know exactly where you are.
Where are they at, bro?
Ma'am, they're just a few minutes away.
I hear the sirens.
You hear them? Okay. You let me know when you see them, okay?
I started walking back to the sirens.
You might see a helicopter, okay? Just if you see it, just try and flag it down if you can.
Okay.
And does she still have her arms attached to her, or does the gator have?
One of them is like barely hanging on by a thread, and the other one's off. Alligators, bro.
Wow. Hanging on by a thread.
Get out of the truck. Come on.
Okay, and do you know where the other arm is?
Gone.
Wow.
Gone? Okay. Okay. Do you see any firefighters?
No.
No? Okay.
Hello! Hello! I need 911!
Oh my goodness.
Ma'am, is she still awake?
I walked away from her. I think so. When I walked away, I heard them. I want to go back and scream. Hello!
I can't listen to no more of this. I'm sorry. I can't. And I know it's some of y'all here so motherfucking toxic. And you know, all my life I had to fight people in the chat like Jessica Bush. Yeah, you know, since the Wiley Lynch left, they've been feeding black kids and black babies and gators, and now they got them some white meat now. I'm not finna condone none of that. That is horrible, child. I don't even know why they posted that on the internet. I ain't gonna lie, I do feel like listening again is just kind of like the Mississippi Brawl 2.0, 3.0, whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, God damn, I don't wish that upon nobody. But can you just imagine all the black babies and the black people that was fed to gators while white folks just sat out there and laughed, and we ain't go out there and elect to swim in the motherfucking waters. They just threw us out there and fed us to the gators and stuff like that. Poor her, that is so fucking oh my goodness. Y'all ready to take a quick break before we get into the Christian rock stuff? Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Play that shit on TNT.
Turned to a mess, and now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to spend on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me, and now I'm just reminiscing. I'm just staring at our pics. I thinking back, and now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was hitting. I really went out to Cali just to upgrade you, but you took that shit for granted. Now you a stranger. I tried to come through and save you, but I can't save you. I need my paper. I'll see you later. When you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to spend on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me. You wasn't real with me. You wasn't real with me. You wasn't kept it real. Now you see how it feel. I was always there for you.
Rest in peace, Karan Kane, who sought paternity of Chrisean Jr. and was slain outside of his grandmother's house a day or two before him and Chrisean Rock was supposed to go to court for him, whatever happened in the mall when he got slid by Top Flight. But rest in peace, Karan Kane. Brother man, we still have questions about Chrisean Jr.'s paternity. And that's not just because of me. It's because BlueFace posted it publicly for everybody to see, then unpinned it once Chrisean gave him some mussy. And, now he's continuously doubling down and getting the clip forms out here. And as of yesterday, Ray J asked him about Chrisean Jr. and he denied him once again.
You see her boxing? Yeah. Is that real? I don't know. Like how she doing? Like, is that AI? I don't know. That shit look crazy. Going from the first fight to what I seen, I said I want to be on my next fight, but I ain't got no fucking stamina.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he said Chrisean is not his baby mama. I wouldn't want to be baby mamas with her either. Anything. Share nothing with her. That's why Ronnie Doe family don't want to claim Junior, even though they know that it's their grandchild. What they gonna do? Extra responsibilities raising a child that's not functioning, that should have been put in the club foot program ever since the day that she gave birth to him at that birthing center that Sean Malone and Lisa Malone was at, and convinced them doctors not to do their job by getting CPS involved. This child coming out of an infected canal with all these disabilities, and gave her that baby, and she left the hospital with him and ain't been back to get his second surgery. So they say he got a baby bottle size hernia inside of his diaper that he be stretching and itching. Chastity came out 2 years ago and told the whole hood in Baltimore that Chrisean Jr. was blind, and that has not been disproven. Chrisean Jr. is definitely suffering from negligence, malnutrition. Okay, when y'all calling 911 and the police to go check on Chrisean Jr., tell them that he's malnutrition and she's responsible for nutritional neglect. Okay, she went over there to the high school yesterday with these little children to her old strengthening coach because Coach Cab is tired of her. She on the sideline, ain't got no shoes on, they ain't got no cones for her, and she was running on the side of these children. Now this is a high school and she's grown as fuck and filming these people children in this school. If she can go to this school and film these children on her kick, then why we ain't got the Carmelo Anthony video out to protect the identity of minors? With her slow ass went to these people's school, posted up filming these people children. They told her to get her black ass from their goddamn school. Your days and this coach don't want nothing to do with you. It's over with. You can't keep up with these jitterbugs. We see you gaining that weight back, and you're probably trying to get pregnant by one of these little boys out here so that you can unalive the baby and claim that you're thick when that ain't nothing but some pregnancy rate that you're putting on your hips and your thighs because you built like a little boy right now. Go on with no shoes on, running on the court. You're a liability. You're not even a student. Nobody asked for you to be there. That is not a booking. They're not yelling Yahweh. They're saying go away. None of them are looking at you like a celebrity. They're like, who is this grown ass woman in my PE class? And, eventually the white folks on the sideline and at the school told her, ma'am, you're not a student here. Why are you on our campus? I'm here for my old coach. Well, y'all can handle that at another time. And so she's slow. Okay, you been graduated high school. I bet you Chrisean Rock, the day that they gave her diploma, because the reading and mathematic comprehension rates are the lowest in the nation over there in Baltimore and Chicago, where they be drilling and sliding for people and shit like that. That's the only thing that they can think about. And she up here wondering which one of these little boys gonna pay her some attention so she can go ahead and get on top of them. They told you to cut that camera off, get out for kick, and stop recording the motherfucking minors and get your big grown ass out of the people's school and go take care of your child. Now, we all was waiting for somebody on these streams that she been doing to hold her accountable. So this one girl with her said she fed up. Bitch, where's your baby bottle? What does he eat? Nothing, okay? Y'all remember when Chrisean showed us her refrigerator in her cabinet? Ain't have no Pediasure, ain't have no baby food, ain't have nothing for Junior. Just feeding him yogurt because he need a tube. And even it hurts for him to poop out yogurt. And that's bad like a motherfucker. Your child is in a fucked up bad condition. And people are sick and tired of you. The more you live stream, the more information we gonna get.
I know you fucking lying. Get your ass up. Chrisean. Get up. The baby wants a bottle. Where's his milk? Not you waking up looking all pretty. What the fuck you got? Lip gloss on me and sweet? Chrisean, get up. Where's his milk at? Oh, the baby.
Where's his milk at? Who? The baby. And you notice the girl, she was scared. She's like, look at you waking up, looking all pretty. That was her to soften Chrisean not to jump up and pop in her motherfucking mouth because she need to get up and take care of her baby. And she said, where's his bottle? Who? The baby. What? A bottle? Like any responsible mother. You've been a mother for damn near 3 years. And you're saying who when this girl asks you where's the bottle? Like you just totally forgot about Junior because he's never on your mind. We seen you ducking him in a jacuzzi, a nasty hot ass jacuzzi with your body and shit. You went back so that that baby can have all that water to go in his lungs. That was your first time. Well, it wasn't your first time. It was your most recent time that we seen you was trying to take him out. And now that we see that you don't even know he's there and you need a bottle for who and you're pretending to be sleeping.
He wants a bottle.
Thanks you. Where's the baby bottle? A sippy cup. A baby want his bottle at 3. And the only thing that you can get up to do is stretch your motherfucking face. You are a negligent parent. You need to be reported, and CPS need to investigate the size, the weight, the height, the physical condition of Junior. The older he get, the more and more it's going to be completely obvious. She don't care about him at all. Ain't no fucking way in hell. Okay, somebody said, your baby cry, they need the bottle. Oh, it's over there. Leave me alone, I'm going to sleep. The bottle over there, girl. Oh, go get it. You ain't got no bottle prepared. None of that shit. Them people send you dishes, brand new bottles for Junior all the time, and them bitches get thrown away or get gifted away. You getting mad when somebody send Junior a bottle because it's all about you, and your only clout is a fixed boxing match. And out here with a child that people seem to trauma bond around you like you ain't supposed to take care of your motherfucking responsibilities. BlueFace said that is not his child. That's probably one of the best things that you can have because this is a dog-ass nigga. Mo Gadd and Stephon Diggs. That's why he having about 10 children come 2027.
Hey, Bravo, fuck Jaidyn. When I got knocked out. He was just playing, I guess. Hey, Bravo, send me a video of him fucking Jaidyn. My favorite people, Kevin Hart. Bravo, send me a video of him fucking Jaidyn. Dean, AB, those are my favorite people. Hey, his baby mama way better at fucking. What a fucking guy, so man. Weak. He's like, I wish I could show y'all. You know how you got the Barbie doll, he got Barbie and Ken. Bro, he's Ken.
Sir, we see through the pain and the drunkenness in your eyes that Bravo smashed him. And I didn't tell you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and say it publicly. Bravo was also the manager of Chrisean, okay? When I seen Chrisean at that booking at the W Hotel, what was it? The hotel in Hollywood. It wasn't the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood. I seen Bravo gripping Chrisean from the back. So, you know, Bravo, Jaidyn is not the only little piece of thing that you done had that Bravo done dipped his finger in because he was sleeping with and smashing Chrisean, according to the way I seen him grip her at that booking that she had at the Roosevelt Hotel. Y'all remember that, right? And so BlueFace smashed his baby mama, and he smashed Jaidyn and Chrisean. So whatever disease and all this shit that they got, is running in circles. My whole thing is BlueFace released the video. Like, why would you release a video that was sent to you privately and released it publicly of Bravo, somebody that you called a friend, of him and your baby mama getting down, and she think it's funny, talking about she got her lick back, but you want to be wrapped up underneath her when you got kids old enough to understand what's going on the internet.
You gonna treat the hoe like a princess. I'm gonna treat her how she's supposed to be treated. School crib. Welcome to the circus. Stupid.
Yeah. And guess what? His
Pull
song
the
right
all-nighter?
Yep. Pull the all-nighter.
Me too.
Javon knows how to access cell phones, access Instagram. He know you're famous. He knows a lot of people are talking about you every day. When I met this boy at the courthouse in 2024, he said, "Hey, I know you. My mother have you on her TV." Watching me drag and roasting Chrisean. So when she get drunk and roasted, he know how to access YouTube, X, and see the narratives and everything that's going on. How would he feel, or how does he feel knowing that you release revenge porn against his mother? And we're supposed to, say that he did not or should not be in jail for releasing Junior's hernia. He has a big fucking problem. And y'all sit up here and think that shit is content. It just goes to show just how much of the LGBT he really is.
Well, that's disrespectful.
But I am not feeding an audience.
You did a post on social media where you were playing around and you said something like, what did you say? You said,
yeah, I said I was gay.
Yeah, don't play with us like that. Don't play because you don't think I got that video. I got tagged in that video. I got sent that. Don't play with us like that. We just want you to stay over there. Still out. Okay. Once you put it in her face on that album cover, you put it in ours too. And guess what? Every gay person in the world started texting BlueFace, and your BlueFace stock went up in the gay community. You got gay fans.
I got plenty of gay fans.
You got lots of gay fans.
About gay fans. They hit me up all the time. Send me their fucking asshole and balls hanging all the fucking time.
Well, that's disrespectful.
But I am not feeding an audience.
You did a post on social media where you were playing around and you said something like, what did you say? You said,
yeah, I said I was gay.
Yeah, don't play with us like that. Don't play because you don't think I got that video. I got tagged in that video. I got sent that. Don't play with us like that. We just want you to stay over there with the schoolyard. Stay over there with the Washington.
I'll take that one.
Stay over there with your people.
I'll take that one.
Look, Blue. Once you dip your toe, playing around or not, now here comes the gay coalition.
I'll give you that. Maybe I fed that audience in a way that I didn't perceive it as feeding the audience.
And maybe Chopper fed her his ass in a way that he wanted to get aroused.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying he's gay. I'm just saying he's a little too into that culture.
Yeah. So he's too far in our community.
Yeah. I'm not saying he fucks men, he's getting fucked by a man. I'm saying he's a little too interested in something that's like, why?
Yeah. So would you perform at Gay Pride?
Yeah, I performed at a gay concert.
So you're cool. You're cool with the gay community. You're cool with everything we got going on. I mean, obviously, I know our relationship.
Come on, bro.
It took you 4 months to get your number, though, but I won't hold that against you. You've been getting people pregnant.
Nah, I don't care about nobody's sexual preference.
Okay.
Only thing I care about is if you're portraying something, and that's not you. Even if you're not gay and you're portraying gay, I would still feel offended. And I'm not gay just because why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you playing with these people?
Yeah.
People look up to you. So why would you steer them in the wrong direction for what?
What's the wrong direction? This is the right direction over here. Not that there's a right or wrong.
The wrong direction is something that you're not.
Okay, so why are you lying to these people?
Yeah, there's people who are actually living like that.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like it's okay for you to live like that, and then switch on and switch off, and these people are looking up to you like, bro, I'm gay, bro. Show me how to be gay. And you're not even gay, and you're leading gay people. You think that's okay?
I just, there are days I wake up and I say, man, if everybody was gay, we would just all have a more positive world, because we all, there's a lot of love, out here. Like, we have love to give. We're messy too. We have a lot going on.
Y'all got way more going on.
You know how many baby mamas I got, though? None.
You know what's crazy about the gay community, though? What? I must say, it's like you guys want people to, like, come out and be gay, right? But at the same time, you guys will condemn a gay person for being maybe undercover.
Now listen to this.
Low key or whatever the case may be. Yeah, down low.
I don't do that.
And then it's like, okay, you're not making us feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like a gay person will be like, oh yeah, this person is he's gay as fuck. Look at him right here texting me. He's gay as fuck. Okay, but why are you doing this if you want more people to convert to the gay world?
That's why there's 2 rules at Hollywood Unlocked. We don't talk about people's children and we don't out people. And
so to me, that was some form of outing or admission without admitting it, or at the very least admitting an insecurity about being affiliated with the gay community because of the promiscuous activity in, I guess, the bottom, the top, or whatever. So yeah, BlueFace. So many people have said to me in real life that BlueFace was always soft, and then when he became a rapper, it just totally changed who he is, and this is just an image for him. And I say two things can be true because like he became a rapper at a very developmental point of his life from teenager to adult, and it just turned him into this adult that's promiscuous. I even seen videos of him talking about and telling Neon to practice on bigger women to ultimately get the girl that he want, and he never busted a move. The next thing we seen was Neon get a tattoo on his neck that is LGBTQ plus pride. Blackboard Mac wearing wigs and shit like this. At the end of the day, these drugs got these dudes out of their motherfucking mind, okay? They get high and forget about what the fuck they did. They at the agency with Ray J and act like that they're still gonna claim the straight card. Yeah, right. Anyways, Carlissa, messy ass, who just cannot stay out of the circus, even though every other day she says she's not gonna talk about BlueFace. I'm not gonna talk about Chrisean. And every time you turn around, she jump on the hate train and make the blogs and shit like this. But her old ass got a lot of fucking sense if you really listen to her. But then if you look at her without that fucking wig, it looked like her head was burnt in the middle like Michael Jackson at that Pepsi Smash commercial.
Another thing that vexed my spirit the other day is them trying to change the baby's name from Solar after I done warmed up to that bullshit. They done changed the baby's name from Light to Jonathan. Revenge name. Revenge change of a name. I don't like when people play with my kids' DNA. I don't like this shit. If I'm wrong and they just was sincerely on that, I apologize for bringing it up. But I don't think that a man should have a junior as a bastard. I don't know if Jonathan knows this or not, but you don't have a child and name him Junior and he's a bastard child. That is, a junior is a gift for your wife, for your union. That's who you give your name to. You don't give your name to a baby mama. Okay? So I'm just going to say that because I was going to say it the other day, but I was in my own feelings and I wanted to say it without, saying it.
I actually agree with her. I mean, I'm a junior and my father and my mother were married and I'm the junior. I even have older siblings that are mad because I'm named Junior. Like my parents are married. It wasn't like this is my mom and this is my dad and she's going to forcibly name me Junior to carry an identity of a man who probably more than likely won't be in my life. That wasn't my story. I mean, my dad got unalive, so he was not in my life for that reason. But I actually agree. I never really thought of it like that. You should not want a junior, the second, the third, unless you guys have eloped in the name of God through some type of marriage certificate, through the court system and stuff like that. You name a child junior, this is the child that you're putting all of everything into. Neve is pregnant. Chrisean Rock, believe it or not, she's pregnant, and we consider to see her body spread out. What has she changed since her last boxing match? She met up with BlueFace on Mother's Day. What was it? Like Mother's Day was like a month ago almost or some shit. Like she missed a cycle. She missed a cycle. And he know it. So her ace in the hole with getting back with BlueFace and convincing him to come back into her life on Father's Day when he took a picture with Journey and Javon, she probably dropped the news. I'm pregnant. I missed my cycle. So that means I'm pregnant. I know plenty of women that do that, even be lying about it and claim a pregnancy just to get the attention of a man. But I believe Chrisean is really pregnant. And BlueFace was driving around with Neve the other day, and she released an address and said it publicly where he should be at a certain time to take a lie detector test. And he got mad because she dropped the location. There's a lot of people out the BlueFace head, Top Hat 33. Was on FaceTime with Chrisean when she was in LA. He wanted and she wanted everybody to know that they were still in affiliation, and that was a backdoor threat, subliminal threat to BlueFace, because if you follow the storyline, then you know who the players are and you know who the people are that's threatening him. BlueFace daddy had to go to the jungle to get them niggas up off of his head. So BlueFace definitely is in danger. He's not from South LA. He's not from Compton with the game and in the Cribs. He's from the Valley. So they're looking at him like he's an outsider. They will take him out the same way they did Pop Smoke and PNB Rock. They definitely will. So it was very dangerous to give out the address. And to Chrisean, since she's pregnant, and all these other bitches are pregnant, and BlueFace is finna have about 10 children come 2027, toward the end of 2025, top of 2027, about 10 children, more than Stephon Diggs. And we ain't gonna question his sexuality either. But Chrisean is the one that's pregnant right now with the last child, and she already has a child named Junior. And I think BlueFace probably already mentioned in some way, shape, or form to Neve, which is why she wants to revenge change the name to Jonathan Jr. because Chrisean Jr. is not his child, and Chrisean is pregnant right now. That's just my prediction, you guys. It'll unfold, but a lot of things that I say online and about people end up being true. So take heed, absolutely. Shout out to Saucy Santana, like that little press conference Clarissa Shields had with Zeus Network about the boxing match on August the 15th. People are excited about Tasiki and Big Lex finally getting in. Really, I haven't really heard much about Clarissa Shields. We don't care if you fight a white woman, but we do. People are looking at that fight and hoping that Clarissa Shields actually lose that fight because then she can't call herself the GOAT, and maybe she can sit down and finally have some kids. But I feel like if Clarissa Shields lose, Papoose gonna get ghost because he's a clout chaser. Ain't enough for him to squeeze a bag out of a motherfucking woman, and he done got all the money through his rap label that ain't nobody listening to. But anyways, without Saucy Santana hosting that, I don't think I would have tuned in. It made it very, very funny. So now Saucy Santana is clapping back at streamers who continue to talk trash about him. So here we go. Okay, this shit these pussy ass niggas do.
But well, he was just like, fuck it. And then he started shaking his titties. Oh, he on live right now. Check him out. Check, we gotta go watch. I'm gonna show my daddy. Look at this. I just typed him in. Oh, man, come on. No, y'all wanna get shielded, huh? That nigga got a bust down. In your highlights on the back. What they do? That's him. All right, Shaq. We like 6'6". We need matches. The thing is,
bitch, I ain't 6 nothing. I'm 6 figures if any motherfucking thing. Bitch, you Drake daughter. Don't use me for your content. I don't play with y'all. Screaming niggas don't play with me, bitch. I don't know why y'all screaming niggas keep adding me up. Why y'all live and shit, bitch? Pay a bitch to come to your stream. You sitting with your motherfucking daddy looking at me. Show your daddy a nice young lady or something. You and your daddy should be going over women. You should be showing him women. You and your daddy sitting looking at motherfucking me. Bitch, is you cool? I know your mama probably side-eyeing the fuck out of you. Look at this shit, these pussy ass fuck. It's 2 grown motherfucking men on live looking up a bearded bad bitch in a motherfucking wig. Y'all supposed to be doing daddy son bonding. Looking up some bad bitches, some nice gals to make your motherfucking wife. I can't be your wife, fuck nigga. That's one too many Twitch bitches for motherfucking me trolling. Stop trolling me. I ain't no bitch to play with. All the niggas I respect that even reached out to try to collab was motherfucking Deshae and motherfucking Blackboy Max. Yeah, on the vibe. Y'all see the motherfucking aura. Just like this.
So, I said I would. He was like, I'm not 6'6". I'm 6 figures. What that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I got 8.
You a big body bitch.
Daddy, you need to go. All right, Daddy, please, for real. Now you make it work, for real.
I love when the OGs get involved because, see, older people, they just be naturally fucking funny. They just don't give a fuck about none of it. Hold on, wait. You do it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Let's move on to more political conversations, okay? You guys know Nick Fuentes, this little short-ass white dude that like to get online and run his mouth. Nothing but a gay incel that sit up and drag women all day, every day. And his live streams on Rumble don't be lit until he starts saying the N-word and you just laughing at him because he want to be and want black sperm up him. And so now he's hating on Sophia Rain after she was exposed for dating a black guy. See, these little white boys right here, they get mad at black women because they feel like they get mad at black women because they want to be them, and they get mad at white women because they wish they was actually them in this situation, taking black sperm up his belly.
I'm wanting to move to Miami for the boys. We know the real reason is to be closer to Sophie Rain.
Oh yeah, very
Heart of the
good.
Wolf sent $100.
No, she really turned me off with the black guy, man.
Like I said, I could deal with her being an OF girl. I could get past that. I could get past that. That doesn't bother me as much, but like I said, the second that she went over to the other side with that black guy, no attraction. No attraction anymore.
Oh.
And she goes, "What? He's my friend. I can't hang out with the friend." It's like, sweetheart, you know what you're doing. Not like that. Not some black guy. Not absolutely not. What business does a pretty young girl have being friends with one of them? Absolutely not.
And you don't have no girl in your life. You don't get no play, okay? You're the same little Frodo-ass mother sucker that had a white lady come to your door to tell you about the harmful rhetoric that you've been doing online, and you pushed her on the ground and bear maced her, and she was in her 60s, and it looked like she could beat your goddamn ass. Sit up there running your goddamn mouth, you little flamboyant ass boy. He can't do nothing but wait to talk shit about somebody black because he's obsessed with us, okay? A lot of people that just sit up here and just fly off the top, they really have an obsession, an infatuation with black people, with black culture. Shit, you go to Japan, you see them doing the fucking New Orleans drum lines and fucking stomp the yard moves. Like, you get all that from black culture. How come everybody gets the benefit off of being black, but black people in its capitalistic society like America? He's literally making money off of dragging and talking about a white girl who made her own choice to get with a black man. That's just what it is. Are you afraid? Are you in fear that you cannot be chosen? She never was looking at you as a woman, period. No woman is looking at you at all. So why you running your mouth about somebody else's choice, okay? And that nigga back there looked like he just couldn't wait to touch the blonde hair on Master's daughter to slay her goddamn ass. And you don't want her because you feel like the black man is tagging her to defiled her motherfucking ass because they all into that BDS and race play type of shit. You're mad though. Grow up, you little Frodo ass man. This is the same dude that commented Austin Metcalf, such a beautiful boy. He's a beautiful boy. Why does he have to die? Because Carmelo. Like, you're so fucking gay. Stop worrying about people's relationship and get you some motherfucking business. If I made the money that you make from running your goddamn beak, then I'll show niggas what it means to run and establish a business. You just talking and won't bust a motherfucking great. The same way you met up with Andrew Tate and Sneeko and all of them and looked like the bitch out of all the men and got back online running your mouth about Sneeko, who's openly gay. I guess you mad because he didn't run a rub on you, Frodo. Fuck up out of here. Moving on. Cowards. Coward AB made cops. Y'all ain't gonna riot over this, huh? They did not have to shoot her at all, but they did have to shoot 2 bullets to the knee, would have sent her over they down. The cops in this video are weak cowards, okay? Just like I made a comment earlier in this video about Conan Wiley, the little boy who was used as a bullet bag while his mother and another boosting bitch that went in Walmart and decided to try to run away from police and run a police officer over, and the baby got shot. And I said that was the fault of the parents and the boosting ass, spin that, go in that go yard bag ass bitch. So I hold the same sentiments across the board. Right is right, wrong is wrong, okay? I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to where I absolutely know that the police have power and rights over my life, my freedom. The police have police safety doctrine to where if you're wielding a knife to them and you're going after them, they have the right to unalive you. They don't have to shoot you in the kneecaps or anything of the sort. But let's look at this situation and see if this officer was justified in firing out on this old lady.
Drop the knife! Get out! Drop it! Get out! Get out! Drop it! Get out! Drop the knife! No! Drop the knife! I killed you! Drop the knife! No! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Yeah. I totally feel bad for her. I absolutely do. I absolutely believe that she was going through some type of mental.
Drop the knife! Get out! Drop it!
Yeah, she was going through some type of mental health episode, I believe. That should have been addressed appropriately. But when it comes to officer safety doctrine, these officers have the right to use deadly force. You have a knife at them. Okay? And so often we see police officers give white people so much grace when they're charging them. But then when we see black people unalive or having knives or running away, getting shot in their back like Stephon Clark over in the Bay Area, then we want to riot and protest. There's no rioting and protesting for her. She was wrong. Now, I do believe that America, it should be a federal mandate that these state police should take sensitivity training to better prepare them to deal with mental health crisis so that nobody dies. I think that is appropriate, but unfortunately that is something that has to be passed through legislation, through court of law, through something, sensitivity training. I absolutely believe that should happen. This lady out here wielding a knife. Don't y'all see when somebody called the police and the police come and the ambulance come because it's a mental health patient and the ambulance is there to take them to put them in 5150 situations. I've seen that so many times. Maybe the ambulance should have came. It's all about the 911 call and what the 911 dispatcher related to them. Did they identify this person? Did the person who called the police said that there was a mental health crisis going on? And if so, then that is questionable and should probably be raised in a civil complaint. Hey, this 911 call say this lady is crazy and off her meds and she was wielding a knife and she's older and I said that and they shot her. So maybe now we need to go in and do sensitivity training with police officers, right? Don't y'all know that police officers in America are police officers? It requires less time than it takes to actually go to cosmetology school and get your barber license. So you got somebody who has supreme control over whether you will be detained, arrested, or unalive that went into an academy that required less time than somebody who just gives a casual haircut to everybody in the neighborhood. That is a big, big, big problem. Okay. And until there's some type of substantial change with sensitivity training and dealing with mental health people, sensitivity training and dealing with people in race relationships actually ingrained in police doctrine, they didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry. And I feel bad that her lost his life, just like I feel bad that Conan Wiley lost his life. I blame Conan Wiley's mother and I blame this old woman and whoever was out there supposed to take care of her. And again, a lot of people are not going to protest that. We've seen time and time again, black people are unalive without even having weapons. Oh, I thought it was a weapon. This is why I did it. Or he was running away from me and I shot him in the back and I'm justified and I still get to keep my job even though a civil lawsuit proves that you was wrong. But no criminal charges against the police officer. I'm sorry. And I ain't got enough time for that, okay? Because white women specifically made me sick when they was out there protesting, had signs and T-shirts like Renee Good was George Floyd, as if that was remotely close. When white people was like, say her name. Renee Good. Say her name. What? We ain't saying her motherfucking name. Again, they like to take black people shit, black people problems, and dump it out into society, okay? Black people, we the ones who really control cancel culture. Want me to tell you why? Because we're the biggest consumers in America and don't own shit. It's all about ownership. It's all about independence. So moving forward, after this July 4th, 2026, we need more black people to support nail owners so that we ain't got to worry about the Chinese people who eat bats and hair and shit and then want to turn around and sell us faulty products. We need more black owned small businesses that cater to your community and the people within your community. We need to weed out the bad police officers. We need to weed out the bad. All black people are not the same, okay? I just talk a lot of shit because I'm like Howard Stern, but you know, I'm a sweetheart. You understand what I'm saying? And to everybody struggling in life and just don't know how to make it through, just, you know, let Katy Perry tell you this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy 4th of July.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards one blow from caving in. Do you ever feel already buried deep? 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing. Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go You're gonna leave 'em all in You don't have to feel like a wasted space. You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you know you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go You're gonna leave 'em all in Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. And now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go You're gonna leave 'em all in Even brighter than the moon, moon. You're lucky, moon. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon.
Let me pull this chair off of my feet, honey.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?